Why does it not think I have a camera? There we go. Alrighty. What's up, everyone joining in the stream? What's up? We're gonna start getting people up here for debates here very, very soon. How's everybody doing today? What's up? Hopefully everyone is having a good day so far. What's up? How's everybody doing? What's up? Good to be back, everyone. Let me let the Instagram know that we are live. How's everybody doing? We're gonna have actually a shorter live today, coming back, but tomorrow we should be back to normal times, normal hours, and everything. Does the audio sound fine? I've realized over the past few days that my audio sounds a little bit off or weird. Like almost like too loud. So let me know, make sure it sounds good. If it sounds good, let me know. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, everybody. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Let's let the Instagram know that we are live. We are live. Alrighty. What's up, Mila? What's up, Courtney? What's up, Kim? How you doing? What's up, TGB? How you doing? What's up, Sharon? What's up, Midlife Maddie? How you doing? What's up, Douglas? What's up, everyone joining in the stream? What's up, Whimsical? What's up, Shaylin? What's up, Maya? How you doing? What's up, everyone joining in? We're going to start getting people up here for some debates here in a quick second. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates, everybody. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Alrighty. Let's get this first person up here for the debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I love the background, man.
Appreciate it. We are just looking for debates, everybody. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Harris.
Okay. Alrighty, we are just looking for debates. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates, everybody. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 21.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what's your birth year?
2005,
Okay, and what month were you born?
November.
You said you were how old again? That's brutal. Let's go on to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah,
Okay, what's your birth year?
2008,
And what month were you born?
March.
March. Okay. And why do you support Trump?
Yeah, I would just say that there's a higher
Is there a way you can talk a
convergence.
little bit louder? Is that possible?
Yeah, I would say that there's a higher Bayesian convergence for the given conceptual model that's in favor
Okay.
of the
I like
proposition
can't hear
that
you.
Trump
Can you
is.
speak up, please?
I would say that there's a higher Bayesian convergence for the given conceptual model that favors the proposition that Trump is a good president.
Okay. And what is that?
What is what?
And what is that? What justifies the Bayesian probability being higher for your support?
Wait, do you think the Bayesian convergence is the Bayesian probability?
Oh, so can you just clarify what you mean by that then?
Yeah, so I would say that the posteriors, given the data that we have, would just indicate that the proposition.
Okay. Can you just tell me a policy of Trump's you like?
Why would I need to do that?
Just tell me a policy of Trump's you like, just to start the conversation.
Uh, I mean, I was just giving the argument. Like, I'm
I'm
confused.
just curious to hear a policy of Trump's you like.
Sure, no tax on tips.
No tax on tips? That's not a full policy. That's only a small aspect of the big beautiful bill, which overall cuts 10 million people off their access to or 10 million people off their access to health insurance through Medicaid, 2.5 million people on average every single month off their access to food stamps, and over 420,000 kids off of access to free school lunch and breakfast on average every single month, along with adding $3.4 trillion to the debt.
Okay. Do you think that given the model that I'm using, that that would be like in favor of the like conceptual model that I'm using?
I'm not sure because we haven't talked enough to know what your position is. Okay, so could you tell me any of your thoughts about all of those elements of the big beautiful bill?
I mean,
How about you just explain your thoughts instead of just like saying, "Oh, do you understand all of these specific particular views that you haven't explained yet?" No, I don't. Can you tell me what your position is?
If you're not familiarized with,
I'm not familiarized with it. Explain.
Okay, yeah. So, do you know what it means to have like a higher convergence to like a given?
Okay. Can you just like please respond to anything I've actually said? No, I do not know what that means.
Yeah. So it would just be that there's that the prototype that we're utilizing would have data shift more to the
Are you trolling?
given peak within the bimodal graph.
Are you trolling?
No. What?
Okay, so can you answer or talk to me? Like, genuinely?
Wait, I am.
You're not
talking
making
to you,
sense.
though. I literally am, though.
No?
Okay.
Yeah, so how about you talk to me about the big beautiful bill? If not, I'll just go to the next person. Sounds like you're
Wait.
trolling me.
Why would the big beautiful bill be like relevant to the model?
You brought it up, sir. You said no tax on tips. That's an aspect of the big beautiful bill, sir, is it not?
It is, yeah.
It is. So then why is the big beautiful bill relevant? Because you brought up what
yeah,
you supported
because you
within the
just,
big
like,
beautiful
burden
bill.
shift. Yeah, well, I didn't want to bring it up, but you kind of just
Because
like,
I asked you for a
burden
policy,
shifted
which
and
includes the
asked-
overall bill, by the way.
Yeah,
You gave
'cause
me an aspect
and
of
then
a
I asked
policy.
You, why did you bring that up? And then you said just to start the conversation while I was giving the argument for why I support Trump. So I mean, it's kind of not relevant, but you know.
Okay, if you're unwilling to talk about what Trump policy you support, then get off my live because you're clearly trolling me. Okay, I think you're rage baiting. I'm not going to waste my time with a person like that. I think they're definitely trolling. Like, they're not even going to talk to me about, like, the policies that Trump has. That's going to be irrelevant to the conversation. What are you talking about, bro? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Jordan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, 18.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2008, May 31st.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, and why do you support Trump?
Mostly because, I think his views on abortion, but, I know you've probably talked about abortion a ton, so I would also like to say, I think the way Trump did with the border, way better than Harris would have ever done, better than Biden, and,
Okay. You think Trump was better with the border?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? Can you name one aspect of the economy or society that's better off because of Donald Trump's policies on immigration?
I couldn't tell you that, but I could tell you something else.
Okay.
I mean, you know how many illegals have came in and killed innocent people?
No, I don't know the exact number, but I would also say that happens under the Biden administration, not only under the Biden administration, but also under the Trump administration and every administration. And I would say that if you want to reduce the likelihood of people dying within the country or hold criminals accountable for committing crimes, you probably shouldn't vote for a convicted felon. Probably shouldn't vote for a guy that's not releasing all the Epstein files, even though he's legally obligated to do so. Probably shouldn't vote for someone who's literally murdering people off the coast of Venezuela with absolutely no evidence given to Congress that they specifically had DRUGS in the first place, or starting a war with Iran that's leading to the deaths of many individuals, or cutting USAID funding, which will lead to 14 million deaths by 2030, according to a Lancet study.
Yeah. I mean, you got me there, man.
Tina, thank you for the Leon the Kitten. Okay.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Alrighty. Interesting. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18.
You
how old are you?
Dean, bro. You ain't Dean. Get a real.
There's a kid that's trolling. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. How old are you?
My name's Parker, too. Hi.
And how old are you?
Hi.
Okay, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. How old are you?
We are Parker. We can.
Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yep, to how do you? Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates.
England!
Alrighty, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Alright, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Alrighty, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request again if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates.
Hey,
It's how old are you?
18.
Do you support Trump?
I don't support Trump, but I have the issue I want.
Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates.
18, we are just looking for debates.
How old are you?
18, we are just looking for debates.
Alrighty, let's get this next person up here. Do give us a quick second. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm not, but my dad is. Would you?
Is he with you?
Would I? He's asleep currently, but would I be able to come up tomorrow?
Yep, come up whenever you're with him. And I will be live. I'll be live later in the day tomorrow. Let's get this next person up here. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Football's coming. Oh, it's
So the next person, only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Nigger.
You're disgusting. Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Alrighty, let's get this next person up here. Do give us a second, everyone. It's taken a while. We're getting a lot of trolls today. So do just give us a minute to get some people up here. I do apologize. Alrighty. Give me a second, y'all. Alright, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 20.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2006.
Okay, and what month?
January.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
I support Trump. I do not agree with him as a person, but I agree with his political views. I support him
okay.
because he's made our economy better.
Okay. Can you name one macro indicator of the economy that he's made better? For example, real GDP growth, real median wage growth, unemployment, inflation, etc.
I'll bring up ICE here.
That's not a macroeconomic indicator. Could you tell me a macroeconomic indicator that's better off since Biden was in office?
Can you elaborate what that means? I'm a little bit dyslexic.
Okay, I think you're trolling me because I said
I'm not.
I explicitly already told you real GDP growth, real median wage growth, unemployment, inflation.
Yeah, I might just be an idiot.
Okay. So the next person, only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Candace, thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you very much. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Who do you think you are?
How old are you?
Who do you think you are?
Parker. How old are you?
I'm 20.
And do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Probably Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Because he has good abortion policies.
Okay, like what?
I don't really know.
Say it again.
Oh, I don't really know.
You don't know.
No.
Okay. So the next person, only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. All right, let's go to the next person. Please, everybody, only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We're just looking for debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I can't look.
18.
Do you support Trump?
Can't look, bro. You're annoying.
Okay, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello, 21.
How old are you? 21? You said
21.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do, and I got a question for
And
you.
if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
I got a question real quick.
Okay. What state do you live in?
Can I? Okay, let me ask you.
No, what state do you live
Does
in?
your missus fuck you with a strap on?
Okay, so this is the best that Trolls got? I'm like, bro, go spend your time doing something that you find beneficial to your own life. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hi, Parker Island.
Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
7.
Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Alright, let's try to get this next person up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
18.
I can't really hear them anyway. Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Daddy Parker.
Alright, let's get this next person up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I am 21.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do support Trump.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who'd you rather vote for?
I would vote for Trump specifically due to his gun control policies.
Like, you want more gun control or less gun control?
I do not support leftist gun control just in general because I think it's too restrictive, and I believe that the Second Amendment should not be infringed upon. And Trump has that ideology where he does not want to infringe upon the Constitution. And in my opinion, Harris is the more likely one to add more gun control when we already don't need it.
Okay, can you tell me one policy that Joe Biden supported or passed when he was in office that restricted upon your guns?
Well, Joe Biden generally was not passing or writing upon bills himself, but under his administration, we had pistol braces being turned into short-barreled rifles, which meant you could not attach a brace onto your pistol in order to use it more effectively.
Do you think that was signed into law by Biden?
It was related to his administration and the people that he put in office. So
I think that's local. That's local policy.
It was not local policy. It was
Okay,
all over the
can you show me the
US.
federal bill that you're referencing?
It was signed in 2023, although I do not know the specific name of it, and it was supposed to make every single pistol brace into a short-barreled rifle, which requires a $200 tax stamp.
A pistol brace into, I mean, that's not even like a restriction. That's just like a light. That's like, do you think that requiring a seatbelt to be in a car from a manufacturer perspective, do you think that would apply in the same scenario? Because that's imposing a cost upon a car. Is that restrictions to cars?
No, but it's different.
Well, it is.
because
It by definition,
it's-
under
and
your
it-
review, is because it's literally a regulation on how to operate or whether or not you can manufacture a gun with a certain type of aspect to it. So how is that any different from the manufacturing process in terms of a car?
A seatbelt is a safety feature to make a car less likely to kill you in a crash, while a
Yeah,
pistol brace.
Isn't that a
is,
safe? Wouldn't this be like the example
add-
of like a safety feature?
A pistol brace costs like $10 to add onto a weapon, but you have to pay a $200 tax stamp before it was rejected by Trump's administration, where the attempt to turn every single pistol brace into a short-barreled rifle was reverted.
Okay, I can you give me like the policy on this? I'll give you time to go look it up. Genuinely curious.
Yeah, give me a second, man.
Okay. All right. In the meantime, I'll make sure to get up another person up here to help. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. And by the way, what's your birth year? Hello? Hey, kid. Are you there?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah. What?
How old are you?
What? I was already here.
Yeah, I understand. I'm asking you again.
21?
And what was your birth year?
What, 2005? January 1st.
Okay. I was just making sure. Alright, let's get this next version up here.
It was something called Final Rule 2002-1R.
Okay, 1 second. Yotsup, how old are you? Okay. What was it?
It was... Hold on, give me a second. It was called Final Rule 2021R087.
Okay, final rule.
08F.
Final rule what?
Final Rule 2021R08F.
Okay. Criteria for determining when a firearm with a stabilizing brace is considered a rifle designated to be fired from the shoulder. It's just a designation.
Yeah. It's a designation, but if
all
you
it is saying
designate it
that
as
the rule defines a rifle as a weapon designed, made, intended to be fired from the shoulder, including firearms and rearward attachments like stabilizing braces that provide surface area for the shoulder firing if other factors indicate the weapon is intended for that use.
My issue with this
it just says that allowing firearms with such attachments to be submitted for reclassification. Yeah, just
yeah,
a two.
but
It would. Okay, so it says newly made or acquired short barrel rifles with stabilizing braces are subject to the standard NFA application process, including Form 1 or Form 2 submissions and the $200 tax stamp. That's it. So all it is a regulatory process to ensure that people legitimately can have it. You just have to go through an application process. We have that for countless other things.
Yeah, it's an application process that simply does not need to be on a weapon like this. And I think that the decision to revert it...
That's not going against your Second Amendment rights, sir.
What?
That's not going against your Second Amendment.
I think it's a limitation that is just
Can I give you examples of things Trump has done in violation of the Second Amendment?
Sure, I would be happy to hear anything that I could use to update my view on him.
Yeah, restricting trans people from getting access to guns.
Can you list when that regulation was made so that trans people is harder for them to acquire weapons?
Do you not think that that's a policy that he's advocated for?
I don't actually think it's a policy he has advocated for.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Okay,
because one of the things that he did was, under his specific administration, in some states there has been regulation where if you're transgender, you need to have your driver license reapplied, and I think it was like a labeling or filing issue or something. And I guess that could cause an issue, but generally, as long as you go through the proper process...
Yeah, this is by the way, from Fox News. America's largest gun lobby speaks out as Trump administration mulls possible trans firearms ban.
So what is this...
That's, by the way, from Fox News.
Fox News. I'm not sure I actually trust Fox News to the extent that I could.
Do you trust AP News?
Fairly,
do you trust Politico?
Yeah.
Do you trust CNN? Do you trust MSN? What do you trust?
I don't really keep up with the news a lot, and I generally
what will you
don't
accept?
Meter, but anything except for CNN and Fox News, really.
Okay, so AP News?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Justice Department talks about banning transgender gun owners spark fury across political spectrum. That's from AP News.
That is definitely a regulation that is 100% against the Second Amendment, and now that I know this, I think I support him less, but generally I do think that some of his policies have been good, for my Second Amendment rights, but this is definitely a restriction that would make me not vote for him.
Oh, so you wouldn't vote for
However,
Trump?
If I had to go back to my voting on the last election with Harris or Trump, I would likely vote for a third party because I didn't
Okay.
necessarily.
All right, well, I
just
appreciate you coming
like...
out.
Oh yeah, thanks. Bye.
All right, have a good night. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates, everybody. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up? How you doing? I'm
And
20
do you support
years old.
Trump?
Yes, I do.
And if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Wait, could you repeat that one more time? Sorry.
If the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Oh, fucking Trump.
Okay, why do you
Sorry
support
if I
Trump?
swore. Why do I support Trump? So in the most recent election, Trump versus Harris, basically, just the better of two evils. I'm not saying he's a good guy or anything he does is the best, but the better of two evils every election.
Okay, and what makes you think that?
Well, the government or the Fed, politicians, it's all just a big business corporation. So I'd want someone who could run it the best possible.
Okay, and why would you pick a guy that's been bankrupt 6 different times?
Well, he's got something going on if he's been bankrupt.
Yeah, that's not good. He inherited over $400 million accounting for inflation from his dad, and then he bankrupt 6 times.
You gotta lose some to win some.
Okay, so then, I mean, can't you just say that, like maybe an economic policy that he influenced to get past that benefit the average American? Would you like to reference that?
Policies and stuff like that, I couldn't reference too much or get into the specifics of that. I'm not trying to sound disrespectful. I'm not too much of a freak or nerd and get into all that. Every now and then, if something's really major, I'll just check in, see what it's about. But most of the time, you know, unless it's like really affecting me, the average person, the average Joe, I couldn't care less. More or less, you know what I mean?
So you don't have a policy?
Oh, yes, yeah. The one you were just talking about, the one with the restricting trans rights with the guns.
Oh, okay, so you want to restrict
That was-
trans people from getting access to guns.
No. I was saying that was the first you talking about that. That was the first I was hearing of it.
Okay, so
But
what
if-
policies of Trump's do you like?
Do I like? Okay, let's off the top of my head, really fast. There was, you can fact check me, but I think he like passed something that was like, so like ICE could. Oh yeah, the one where he passed it's like ICE could do more work, go out to more states, do more shit. Support that all the way.
ICE do more stuff. That's what you want?
Yeah, do more stuff.
Okay, can you
Get more
name one
people.
benefit that's had on the country?
Benefits had on the country, yeah. In certain big cities, minor heavy crime dips. You know?
Okay, what makes you think that's because of the deportation policy? Because
Well,
it was
because
already on a
his-
trend decreasing since COVID, so that pre-exists Trump's
Oh, yeah.
border policy.
But no, because with that new border policy, he was going heavy in, you know, just literally, which I wasn't really full on board with, because like I understand if you're illegal, get your papers right. But there were a lot of illegals that were being deported that were not committing crimes, which I was on the fence about. You know, if they're not committing crimes, maybe you could do something, you know, get them in some paperwork and plans to get their their visas and stuff renewed and
Okay.
shit. You know what I mean?
Undocumented
But for most
immigrants are
folks-
multiple times less likely to commit violent crime, drug crime, property crime in the country compared to natural-born U.S. citizens. Did you know that?
No. I'm not saying that illegal immigrants are more likely to commit crimes than natural U.S. born citizens, but if there are odds for them to commit crimes, I feel like we should probably just not have them here until we get our shit figured out first.
I'm sorry, can you go close to your microphone? I can barely hear you. It's muffled.
Oh, yeah. So there, I'm not saying that immigrants are more likely to commit crimes than U.S. born citizens, but we probably shouldn't add any more beans to the mix before we get our shit cooked. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. Because then you'd be arguing against having children. You'd be
do you
arguing
mean?
against tourism, because both of those things are going to increase the population present within the country.
Well, I mean, I'm not arguing against tourism.
You just argued against increasing the population of the country. So yes,
I
you are.
argued against increasing the population of the country because I don't like illegals in the country.
Okay. So undocumented immigrants. So I said specifically through immigration. Do you want to make the immigration process quicker, legal immigration?
No, yeah. For legal immigration, yeah, the process could be quicker.
So you agree with Democrats. You want the legal process to go quicker. You want to criminalize undocumented entry, right? That's what the Democrats say to do.
Well, yeah, if you're coming in illegally, it should be a criminal offense. And
that's already the case.
Yeah, but a lot of people, get through the hoops.
Okay. And we can have a vetting process. The best way to have a vetting process that addresses the most amount of people possible is by making the legal process go significantly quicker, so that people are incentivized to go through said legal process.
True, which I am on board with. The process
That's what the Democrats want to do.
That's where I gotta hold you, because that process does sound good, but then what they'd probably end up doing is it'd be quick, and it would get people in, and they get approved, but they'd approve a lot of the wrong people. They wouldn't do thorough background checks on that. I'm not 100% on how good they do that.
What makes you think that we can't do thorough background checks?
Well, on the news, off the top of my head, I couldn't remember a headline. But there's been tons of cases of people who were undocumented in the country and committed some heinous crimes, heinous acts.
I understand. And there's also examples in situations where the President of the United States has committed even more heinous acts. But yet you still voted for him. So it seems like you didn't care about those things when voting for the president. So why is that your first concern when referencing undocumented immigrants, when, again, we want to address that to a greater extent than you guys?
Well, because the undocumented immigrants, who knows where they're going to go, what they're going to do, and what they're going to be doing, where.
So make the legal process go quicker so that people are incentivized to go through said legal process, so that there are less people going through the process undocumented, and that more of those that are going through the process undocumented are not going to be individuals who are just coming here for a better life, but rather people specifically who would be a threat to the safety and security of our population. If you make the legal process go quicker so that people who are coming here for a better life, well then actually they're going to go through a vetting process.
Well, that's true. If it was quicker, more people would go through it. They'd get more space cleared, more people would get in, get approved, stuff like that.
So it seems like the Democrats have a better thing to address this.
But I still do not hold a good belief that their checks that they would be doing would get 100% or even 90%. That people who have heavy crime records would still be getting in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you don't want people with heavy crime records in the country, I agree with you. But then you shouldn't want them in the Oval Office either. Can you agree with that?
All right, but like I said in the beginning, we're already picking from two evils.
I understand, but how could you say that the convicted felon is preferable to the former prosecutor, former district attorney, former attorney general?
Well, because this random convicted felon coming from across the border has a way more higher chance of slitting some random child's throat on the street, not the president. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you know that undocumented immigrants are less likely to commit violent crime than natural-born U.S. citizens? Did you know that border cities have a lower average crime rate than comparative to the rest of the country?
No, I actually didn't know that, but I kind of have an idea on why it's like that.
Go ahead.
Those border cities and around the border, they have a higher police presence and military presence at the scene most of the time.
I'm confused what your point is. They have a higher police presence and military. What's the point? you're trying to make?
There's a higher presence of police and a higher presence of, in certain areas, across the other side of the border, a lot of police departments are being paid off by the cartels as we speak.
You're talking about Mexico? Or are you talking about in the
Yes.
U.S.?
No, not in the U.S. Across the border in Mexico.
Okay,
yes.
so why is this relevant?
Well, it's right next door.
It's right next door. Okay, and?
And that's why we don't want them flooding in through the gates, because there's a lot of shit going on right next door.
Okay. And do you think that we can't vet for those things? And do you think that if we make the legal process go quicker, that wouldn't defund the cartels? If the cartels make money off of trafficking people to our country, and the reason why people are trafficked to our country is because they can't get through the legal process quick enough, if we make the legal process quicker, wouldn't that then reduce the trafficking?
Yes, it
Okay, so and it would defund the
but if
cartel,
you reduce
right?
their-
So then why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you agree with the Democrats then?
Would that not, if the Democrats actually did have the faster vetting for the process, it would lead to a retaliation with the cartels that mainly involve themselves with human trafficking. They would be losing on a whole lot of funding. It happened back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, so if you cut the funding that's going to the cartels, wouldn't that be preferable for everything you just mentioned? Wouldn't that be preferable?
It would be greatly preferable, but it's not how life works, as the cartels are going to retaliate once things are approved.
Okay, so you're going to say the cartels will retaliate because we make the legal process go quicker?
Yes, it happened back in the early 2000s.
Wouldn't cartels also retaliate if you prevent people from being able to go across the border? Because wouldn't that hit their bottom line as well? So I don't understand how you'd say that making the legal process go quicker would cause the cartel to retaliate, but somehow preventing them from being able to make any money by preventing everyone from being able to go across the border, that apparently isn't going to cause them to retaliate. I'm confused what your argument is here.
No. I said that would causing the process to go quicker would cause them to retaliate. So we're trying to find a way that would cause things to go by smooth.
I understand, but I just explained how that didn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's not making sense? Okay, can I ask you a question?
No, yeah.
Do you think the Trump administration is holding criminals or traffickers accountable for the things that they've committed, the crimes they've committed?
To the fullest extent, no.
Well, even at all?
At all. Well, like, with every administration, criminals get through the cracks. Our Justice Department isn't perfect.
Okay, what about, like, their intentional acts by, like, maybe pardoning violent riders who beat police officers and calling them patriots, or, like, preventing the release of the Epstein files even though you're legally obligated to release all of them?
Oh, true. Yeah, no, we can agree on that. There are parts where, a lot of people have a lot of leeway on things.
Jane, join the queue, Jane.
We're at 100 guests, so you might have to invite them. Should I start Xing people out of the box?
I can do it if you want to keep up with the debate.
Yeah, I can keep up with that. And we can continue on with them. For the conversation, how was the debates for today? For both of you, because I saw you guys were allowed together.
Yeah, no, they were pretty good. No, listen, we were in the middle of a very interesting, to say the least, conversation. But I know that I already went live late, making you go live even later. So I ended my stream and I told her to come over here.
I'm leaving this shit.
And I don't see her in the box. Do you guys see her at all?
There's somebody. Oh, by the way, there's somebody
that's.
It's not Jane, but there's somebody
Yo, how
that's
the
just
fuck do I leave
completely
this tank? What
fucking.
did you put me into? Leave that shit.
Is this
There's
name?
somebody else in the queue. No, that's not her.
Okay.
There's somebody else in the queue who's absolutely fucking insane. That's not Jane. His name is Tim.
Where's the galaxy? I'll talk to them too. I gotta find them. Tim
I'll
and
help you out.
Jane. All right,
Yeah,
let's go find them.
Yeah, Tim is like this Tim guy. He's just lost his mind. If you look at his post, he's nuts. He is actually crazy.
Dean, come on, Dean. You really think I'm nuts?
Oh, this is Tim? Okay. Yeah, Tim. So why does Dean think you're so crazy?
I don't think that's a fair representation of me.
Really?
Tim, what do you call Trump?
Daddy. All
What?
Republicans do. All
Wait,
Republicans
you
do.
called Trump daddy? Why?
Most Republicans in the middle of this country call him daddy.
Okay, but like, does that mean you should?
Well, if you want to fall in line.
If you want to fall in line, is that what you really just said? So, you're saying you feel like because of other Trump supporters, you have to call Trump daddy.
I like it too.
You like calling Trump daddy? Is that what you're saying?
I don't see what the problem is.
Why do you feel the need to call him daddy?
It's a term of power.
Okay. Alrighty. You know what? You do you. Can you tell me maybe a macro indicator that Trump has made better off since he got in office? Like, for example, GDP growth, inflation, real median wage growth, unemployment, something like that.
Well, for one, have you seen? Did you see how dangerous that old Air Force One was getting?
That's not a macro indicator within the economy, sir. Can you tell me?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
$400 million jet.
That's from
For
Qatar.
this country.
That was a gift to Trump. That's not a macro indicator within the economy. I'll give you another example. It's real GDP growth, real median wage growth, unemployment, inflation. Those are macro indicators within the economy. Could you name any of those that Trump's made better off?
I know he cleared out a lot of the federal government, free up some room for the budget.
For the budget, he's added more to the debt.
I know, we cleared out a lot of the government.
No, he just got rid of aspects of the government that were independent and then replaced them with his cronies. Now, there were some elements of the economy, or I mean of the government specifically, that were limited in its entirety, but that's mainly what they did, is get rid of, independence and then replace them with loyalists.
So why do you guys think that it rained on the 4th of July yesterday? The other day?
Oh, no, wait.
Why
Do
do
you
you
like
think it
other
rained?
Trump supporters think that it was the liberals?
No, you're
Why did it rain? Because that's how nature works, bruv. And also, it didn't rain that much. I was literally there, and it barely rained. It only rained near the end of the day, right? The beginning of the day, there was no rain at all, no clouds at all. Clouds came right before the rain, and there was a bunch of wind, and then that caused them to have like a determination that like everyone should go inside for a little bit, not to cancel it. And for some reason, a bunch of Trump supporters thought it was like literally liberals that were lying and manipulating the weather.
Okay. So
do you believe that? Do you think liberals were manipulating the weather?
Well, I don't know what they're capable of, to be honest.
What? Wait, you're serious, right? You're not trolling. What do you mean you don't know what they're capable of? You think liberals have the ability to control the weather, sir?
In the country, they just. I'm not kidding. Have you ever seen them? You've never walked down the street and passed a liberal, and they got that scowl on their face.
Oh, he's been talking to Dave Rubin.
Wait. You guys got to be trolling me right now.
I do know about the marketplace of ideas. I do. I have a lot of ideas too. I have a lot of ideas.
Yeah, dumb ones.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Well, actually, more so, I want to make a statement, and then I want to ask a question. If you see a nice Ferrari, would you take it for a test drive? That's my statement.
Yes,
here's my question. Tim,
go ahead.
Tim, here's my question, Tim. Do you remember saying,
I know exactly what
Ferrari,
this
would you
is
take
in
it for a
reference
test
to.
drive? And if so,
Yes.
what was that statement in reference to?
Taking daddy for a spin. I don't understand how you liberals even can sit here and pretend.
What does that mean, Tim?
This is why we can't
Tim?
handle you, because you don't have common sense.
Hey, Tim, what does that mean? That you want to take daddy for a spin?
I would let daddy crack.
Okay, Dean, please tell me this person's trolling. Please tell me you know that this person's
This is
trolling.
why we can't take liberals seriously. This is why you've never been to mega Republican towns, have you? You've never seen us out.
No,
Do
I
you
just
know how?
wait, Dean, you gotta respond. Please, is this guy trolling?
I speak
He's got to
for
be
MAGA.
trolling.
I speak for Republicans in this country.
You're a
I'm telling you
troglodyte.
what. I'm telling you, we call him
You're-
Daddy.
You're actually a troglodyte. Holy smokes!
Thank you. I actually take that as a compliment.
I'm sure you don't even know what that means.
Some type of troll species.
Okay. Tim, I'm not taking you serious anymore. Have a good rest of your day.
I was talking about a literal troll.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no way that person's real. There's no way. I can't fathom.
Well, listen. I came in to bring Jane, and it doesn't look like Jane is joining. If you happen to see a woman hop inside of the queue by the name of Jane, you should add him up. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down. Hope you have a good rest of your stream, Mr. Parker. Good to see you, Santana. For everybody watching, have a good rest of your night. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off as well. Appreciate you having me up. Also,
Of course.
if you want he's not good, but because he's incompetent. But Kev, whatever the guy's name is, I don't know if you debated him.
Add him up. Never. I don't know who it is.
Oh, he sucks because he's not that smart. But you know, you'll have fun.
Alrighty, well,
I'll see you, bro.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Santana.
You're a Trump supporter?
Shut up,
That was pretty
Kev.
nice, bro.
You're a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Okay, well, for everyone who's joining in right now, if you're on YouTube, make sure that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen, everybody. I help get out to more people. We're going to continue on the debates for today. Make sure you're followed if you haven't already. Alrighty, why do you support Trump?
Well, a big reason actually just came up today. You know why?
What?
He revoked the red card for Folarin Balogun. You know who that is?
No.
Of course you don't. He's on the Team USA.
Okay. All right. Why do you support Trump?
That's what I just said.
No, tell me an actual reason.
Border security. That's a good one.
Okay, border security. Okay, so can you tell me?
He made the border much more secure.
Okay.
From
Can you
Biden's
name one
administration.
benefit that's had on our society?
Well, did he or did he not? Just say yes or no.
I would say that he did provide more border security, but I would say that it was at a negative implication because it's in violation of constitutionally protected rights.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah,
How
like
did that
they
happen?
violated due process rights.
Mm-hmm. You want me to tell you how that's a good thing, and how it affected our lives?
Yeah, explain to me how violating the Constitution and undermining people's due process rights is good.
No, how border security improved our lives. You said that
Border
before.
security improved the lives. Okay, so
Like our lives, like American lives.
Yeah, how has it made our lives better?
Safety.
Safety. Okay, so so you think that this country is more safe because Donald Trump is in the position of presidency?
I did not say that at all. I said border security made us more safe.
I understand, but you're saying that
Yeah.
Trump did more border security, which would have made us more safe. So I'm asking, do you think that with Trump in office, that we are safer in the country, comparative to Democrats being in office?
I think you're twisting my words, bro.
I asked you a question, sir.
Can you stop? Can you stop twisting my words, bro? Come on.
I asked
Like,
you a
I
question.
don't play that games, bro. Even Satana knows that.
I'm sorry that me asking you a question hurt your feelings. Are you okay, you snowflake?
Hey, and can you stop with the insults too, bro?
No.
I didn't call you a single insult yet, bro. Let's be respectful here.
Don't care. Would you like to hurry up
Why
and
not?
answer the questions or talk to me, or do you want me to move on to the next person?
Repeat that question, buddy. Come on.
Oh, okay. So I asked you either to name something that Donald Trump's done to make the country better, explain how Donald Trump's border security has made the country better in any meaningful way, right? Or you could explain how Donald Trump has made conditions safer in the country.
I just said border security, lower encounters, lower people trying to come in. I just said that. Are you even listening to me, bro? Come on.
Yeah, I already responded to that. I asked you, how did border security make the country better off?
Less undocumented people are coming in. That
You just
overall
repeated the
makes it more
same claim.
What are you talking about, bro? I just that makes our country more secure and more safe. What are you talking about?
Okay, so you said it makes us more safe. I asked you, how has it made us
Yes.
more safe?
Trafficking.
Okay, so you think that we're holding
Yeah.
more individuals accountable for trafficking within the country?
No, it's just more secure, so less people can get trafficked and drugs.
Okay, so you think that Trump reduces trafficking as opposed to the Democrats?
With his border security, it has more prior to the last administration. Yeah.
And I'm just asking a question for clarification. Overall, do you
I
think
feel
that
like
Donald
you say
Trump...
this to trick people, bro. You're just
That's
tricking
okay.
people.
Overall, do you think Donald Trump is better for addressing trafficking?
From the southern border, yes.
Only from the southern border, not overall?
I'm just talking about the border security from
Why
the southern
can't you
border.
answer
Yeah.
any of my questions or talk to me?
I am right now.
You're not. I'm asking you a very direct question, and you're purposefully not answering that question. If you don't want to have a conversation with me, you could just leave.
I just said yes, buddy. Come on.
No, I didn't get a response. What was my question, sir?
Has President Trump, decreased the amount of trafficking and
overall? Yeah.
Overall, yes.
Okay. So as opposed to Democrats, so then how do you feel about the fact?
As opposed to the last administration.
Yeah. How do you feel about the fact
Yes.
that he purposefully has prevented the release of the Epstein files? Do you think that's holding people accountable for trafficking?
Oh my God, bro.
I'm asking what your thoughts are.
You're just pivoting, bro. I'm talking about the border, bro, and you're talking about the Epstein files and all that. What are you doing?
You said you have this goal, right, when you're voting for border policy as to why you support Trump, and that's specifically to hold people accountable for committing trafficking, okay? If that is a goal that you
Okay.
have, is to hold people accountable for committing trafficking, I'm simply just asking you, how do you feel about Donald Trump undermining this goal of yours in one of the most blatant ways you could possibly point to?
Okay, but from my point of view, you do see how that's a big pivot? Going
No.
from border security to the files. That is a big pivot.
Can I be clear? I just explained it. If you are
You're not
purposely
being
not
clear.
going to acknowledge that I just explained it, I will just move on.
Okay, move on. Concede.
All right, later.
Bro. Concede.
I mean, if
Debate
you
one,
don't want to
debate
answer
one.
my questions directly, it's fine. I explained why I brought it up. If that is too much for you,
I did.
then I will go on to the next person. Like, so you
Okay,
have
kick
your
me and
goal
concede.
is that you want to hold people accountable for committing trafficking. I'm just asking you a basic question. How do you feel about Donald Trump not preventing the release of all the Epstein files? Because that is holding people accountable, or not holding people accountable for committing trafficking, correct?
Not good. Not good.
Not good.
I don't feel
So
good
do
about
you
that
think
yet.
that Donald Trump's intention with implementing his border security policy is to reduce the level of trafficking?
Yeah, and overall to protect Americans.
If you think that that's his goal, is overall to protect Americans and to hold people
No.
accountable for trafficking, then why did he not release all of the Epstein files? Simple question.
Dude, I just said, you're pivoting, bro. I just said that the border.
This is not a pivot.
him
I'm
making the
sorry
border
that
more-
you're just
him making the border more
genuinely
secure.
disengaged at the point.
You're disengaging, talking about the Epstein files, but I'm talking about the border. You're conceding, bro. You're conceding to the point. You're
There is
losing,
no
bro.
concession. I've simply
Yes,
just
there is.
No,
You're
it's not.
pivoting. That's a huge pivot. Going from the border to the Epstein files, but that's a huge pivot. You're just losing, bro.
I explained.
Can we
I
debate
think you,
about the
I think
border,
you're
or are you
purposefully.
conceding?
I think you're purposefully trying to not understand what I'm saying to try to pivot away from the point that I'm making. Because I explained the relevance. I said, why do you think that Donald Trump's goals for addressing border security specifically would be the limiting of trafficking if he has not prevented the release of the Epstein files, which cares that he doesn't care at all about preventing the release of the Epstein files. I mean about getting the Epstein files released in the justice
keep
for the
stumbling on
survivors.
your words, bro. You're losing. You know you're losing.
Is that
You're
really your best
laughing, but it's
argument? That's
true.
adorable. That's adorable. That's
it
your best argument. Your
adorable
best
but true,
argument is
bro?
to say
Come
that
on.
I'm misspeaking.
Mumbling, no, not misspeaking, bro. Come on.
No, I misspoke.
You mumbled.
No, I misspoke.
I literally heard you mumble. What are you talking about?
Because I was misspeaking.
Exactly, you mumbled.
Is that supposed to be an own?
Yeah.
Is that really the best you have in this conversation? Okay, so again,
That
I'll
you
go
also
over and I'll
pivoted.
explain it. I want you to listen very closely because I'm explaining to you the
Alright,
relevance.
alright.
If you don't care to hear that, or you're not smart enough to hear that, well then I don't see how we can move on to this conversation. Okay, so you said that you like his border security policy because it reduces
Yeah.
trafficking. Okay,
Yeah.
and you said Trump reduces trafficking. I said okay. Do you think Donald Trump's goals specifically with implementing border security is to reduce trafficking? You said yes. And I said, okay, if these are his goals, then how come there are case scenarios in which
And to make the
show that
country more
those
safe.
aren't his goals? That he doesn't care about the average American, right, or the survivors of Epstein getting justice. He's
Mhm.
prevented the release of the files. He doesn't care about holding people accountable for trafficking. He's prevented the release of the files purposefully. So that's
he
what I'm
has released
saying.
files.
That's what I'm saying. You have to understand, I'm addressing
Mhm.
the very goal you're saying that you are trying to achieve from supporting Donald Trump's border security policy in the very first place.
Okay.
And I can also give you an argument from the individual basis for border security as to why I think that my position would account for trafficking to a greater extent than Donald Trump's position. But I'm simply just trying to bring this up to you so that you understand that Donald Trump's goals with implementing this border security policy is not to reduce trafficking, is not to provide justice for the Americans who have been disenfranchised by people who are predators or people specifically who have assaulted people. Right? It's because he's just trying to get elected. And he's just trying to use things like this to get elected or to supplement
just trying to get
to
elected.
cement power.
What are you talking about? See, no, you're just stumbling on your words. You're
I
pivoting.
explained.
You're not thinking through, bro. You're just.
I did.
you're
I literally
you're-
just explained
you're
all
just
of it, and
lying
you're
the
not
whole
responding to
time.
anything I said.
I am responding right now.
Well, go ahead.
So Trump's border security and all of his policies have decreased the amount of people trying to come in. That reduces trafficking, reduces drugs coming in. That just increases safety. Not just trafficking.
I've already responded to
other
all these
stuff
things.
too. Yeah, and it's the truth.
Okay.
Is it the truth or not?
No.
It's not true that it didn't decrease any of that.
I don't think that we're safer because of Trump's administration.
I didn't say that. I said I think we're safer because of border policies.
I don't think we're safer under Trump's border policies as opposed to the Biden-Harris administration.
Explain.
Yeah, because I think that the Biden-Harris administration's immigration policy had us below the level of border crossings at the end of Biden's administration compared to the end of Trump's first administration. I believe that the crimes associated specifically with people coming across the border are less prevalent than natural-born U.S. citizens, right? So the idea that, like, deporting people at mass who are proportionally less likely to commit violent crime is going to be beneficial to the crime rate is something that I dispute in the very first place.
Okay, would you rather screen the... hear me out. Would you rather screen people from coming in and just stop it overall from taking the risk of letting people to come in and be able to do a crime?
I think inevitably I would love to have a society where we can vet as many people as possible, but I do think that, like, if we're talking about what's going to reduce the crime rates more, we have to look at the overall evidence, and the overall evidence indicates that mass deportation wouldn't even reduce the crime rate if you're talking about the average, right, undocumented immigrant in the country, because they're proportionally less likely to commit these crimes compared to natural-born U.S. citizens. So if you have a population that's proportionally less likely to commit these crimes, and you remove that population from the overall population or subset of data, well, then that, or overall set of data, then that means that you're going to increase the average crime rate of the existing population, because you removed a part of the population that had a lower than average rate of crime.
It would still remove a criminal, bro.
Okay, I'm just gonna kick you. You're not smart enough to have a conversation. So the next person, only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello? Hello? All right, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Shelly, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you very much. Let's go on the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates, everyone. Alrighty, let's get this next person up here. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. It'll help get it out to more people, as always. Yeah, we never saw Jane. Apparently, she was supposed to join us, but she never joined. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Rainy, think of the galaxy. How old are you? Okay, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Parker! Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18, everybody. We are just looking for debates. Do you give us a second to get some people up here?
Do I have your permission to troll Dean?
Don't troll me or Dean. Please don't. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, what's up, Parker? I'm
Staying there.
20. I'm
Okay.
20.
And if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
I'll say this.
Okay, I think they're trolling, so let's just go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18, everybody. We are just looking for debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, let's go to the next person. Do give us a second to get some people up here. Only do send a guest request again if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Alrighty, let's get this next person up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm
Hello?
42.
42, do you
Hello?
support Trump?
I do support Trump, but presently I'm a little bit skeptical.
Okay, you do support Trump? Okay, why do you support Trump? And is there a way you can get a little bit closer to your microphone? It is a little bit quiet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do support Trump based on my perception that he has the American first policy. Based on that, I was thinking that his American first policy is to try to do everything that will develop the country, that will bring stability, economic growth, that will make us feel much better in this.
You know, economic growth is lower since the Trump got in office.
Well, to my greatest disappointment, that's what I've been observing. But I'm just thinking that maybe we just finish the first year. He might be trying to catch up to focus on the things that he has promised during his campaign. I
Okay.
don't think we should give him some more chances, or maybe
So what does he promise that he was going to do that he did do?
Unfortunately, most of the things that he promised, he has not been focusing on them based on other distractions. And to my observation, he seemed like, getting out of touch from things that are happening, but I'm sure he has the country at heart. But if we are to condemn Donald Trump, I know that you are a Democrat. What you think would be the focus, or what's the message for Democrats presently in order to convince some of us to go over to Democrat?
Okay, so Democrats care more about the average person in terms of expanding access to health care, food assistance, and saving people's lives, innocent lives around the world by providing basic amenities for the average person. So that's what I would say that Democrats are preferable at. So that's also, like, again, separate from the fact that in terms of everything I brought up for Trump, you couldn't mention a single economic indicator that's better off since he got in office. So if you care about the economy, then why would you, again, support an administration that hasn't made the economy better, but rather has made it worse?
I will not say that he has made it worse, because looking at the Democrat Party presently, it's in disarray. People competing from the central, the left, and the extreme left, the socialist people now winning primary elections in the Democrat. For now, I know that.
Oh, you just paused out of the app. Hello?
What?
You just paused out of the app. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, sorry. I know that Donald Trump presently he has some lapses in concentrating on the things that we voted him for and to bring up some development, but their party is together as compared to Democrat now that we are going towards December. or towards November to the midterm elections, you guys are in disarray. What message you guys can able to like bring out to win people over, despite the challenges that is going on in the country presently?
Okay, I'm asking why you support Trump, and I told you different things that Democrats are preferable on. I'm not a Democratic politician, so I'm not going to tell you how I would run a campaign.
Like I told you initially, I support Trump because of his America First policy.
Yeah, like, and what was that policy? Because you couldn't mention anything about the economy that's better off since he got in office. So, what policies did he pass that were America first?
Like I said initially, he has been distracted due to international matters, which has led to even MTG to withdraw and resign from Congress. So that's a contention that most of us that support Donald Trump, we are having, but we don't have an option. We have to go. So we rather support him and see how things are going on
So,
towards
what's the
next year.
policy that he's passed that you like? That's America first.
Like I say again, Packers, to some extent, most of us are disappointed because we are yet to see any evidence.
If you're yet to see anything that he's done that's benefited the country, why do you support him?
Because there is not an alternative that will be able to convince some of us to go. What is the alternative if we don't support Trump?
I already told you, Democrats specifically who want to expand access to health care, expand access to childcare, housing affordability, and basic necessities. They believe in science, right? They want to uphold our democracy. They don't want to undermine our constitution. There's so many preferable qualities of Democrats compared to the Republican candidate currently.
I do appreciate that cause, but looking at the direction of the Democrats presently, you think they will be able to deliver on those promises? Democrat is already divided, as we can see.
Really, now you want the Democrats to deliver, and yet you acknowledge that Trump hasn't delivered at all. I can point to multiple things the Democrats delivered on under the Biden administration. For example, the Bipartisan Infrastructure Bill, the CHIPS and Science Act, the PACT Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the Violence Against Women Act. All of those policies are things that were passed under the Biden administration that were upheld specifically based upon things that he ran on.
It's okay, Parker.
Hello? You said it's okay? Okay, he just stopped talking to me. Hello? He left. Okay. Alrighty. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18.
You're the
You guys, how old are you? Huh?
May.
You're cool.
Oh.
May?
Okay, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 52.
And do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
And if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Donald Trump.
Okay, for sure. I have some people to thank. Then we can move on to our conversation. Just give me a quick second, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Sam, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $5. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Maybe sometime I'd be down to. Isaac, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you very much. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. As well as Alan, thank you so much. Really appreciate the 50 pounds or 50 euros. Thank you very much, Alan. I really appreciate it. Get some W's for Alan in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Groundhand, thank you for the $2. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I actually don't know what that is. As well as Mark, thank you for the $2. Casey, thank you for the $5. Marianne, thank you for the $5 as well. I guess they are. Boricora, thank you so much for the person, $20. Be okay, thank you for the $10. Thank you. Atari, thank you for the $7. Thank you very much. Marianne with the $5. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes. As well as Jamie, thank you so much for the appreciate $5. Marianne with the $5. And Mark, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. That's very true. Thank you so much. Emmy as well, thank you for the $1.50. Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much. Megan, thank you for the $10. Morgan with the $2. Sarah, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you very much. That would have been really good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. as well as Alexa. Thank you for the 50 cents. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let me try to click on and see the whole message. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. As well as Catherine, thank you so much for the $3. Thank you very much. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Tyler as well, thank you for the $1. Marianne, thank you for the $12. Thank you very much. And then Tala, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $2. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. Why do you support Trump?
Oh, yeah. I support him because number one, he is, the war with, everybody likes to go after the war. I like to go after the war. It's a beautiful thing. And personally,
it's beautiful that we're going to war?
No. Hold on. I might have worded that wrongly. It's beautiful to see how after, like tough months of negotiating, we have, we have the Strait of Hormuz open.
It's not open. It's still closed.
Is it?
Yeah. It was open prior to the war.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It was open prior to the war. It closed because of the war.
You know what, Park? You know what I got to say to that?
What?
That's unfactual. Parker.
No, it's this troll. All right, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's about you?
18.
Do you support Trump?
So about that, I was asking if I can just listen, because I'm on...
Yeah, if you want to listen, just keep watching the stream. Yo, what's about you?
18.
Do you support Trump?
I do.
What's your birth year?
2008.
In what month?
September 5th.
September 2nd?
Yeah.
You'd be 17, bro. Nice math. Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Yo, how old are you?
Hello. I'm 21. I have a quick question, though. I do not, but I'm going to ask why.
Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Shelly, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you very much. Yo, how old are you? Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request again if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, how old are you?
Hey, what's up? 19.
Do you support Trump?
I would say I would vote for him over Kamala, but some things that he does not have.
Alrighty, why do you support Trump?
A lot of it is I was hoping he'd come through on the promise with immigration, a lot more, deportations. I'm really open-minded when it comes to a lot of stuff, though. I'm just hoping for a good debate. Do you believe that we should deport everybody and deport all the illegals?
No. I think that there should be a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants who haven't committed a violent or serious offense. And I think we should make the legal process go quicker.
Now, how do you think that would work with the sheer amount of immigrants that we have? I don't think that's fine. I don't think that's plausible.
It is. Why do you think it's implausible?
That's strenuous. It's very strenuous to try to give someone citizenship.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's strenuous. Giving someone citizenship is always a long process, and it takes a long time with background checks, and that's what happens at the border. When we could just ship all of them out, and then if they really want to, they can come in the right way.
Okay. Because I think that doesn't provide them an incentive to go through the vetting process. I think that providing a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants who haven't committed a violent or serious offense provides them an incentive to go through said vetting process, and then makes it so that more people specifically who are in the country undocumented proportionally are those that are actually a threat to the safety and security of our population, making it easier for law enforcement to focus on those that are actually a threat to the safety and security of our population rather than people who are just coming here for a better life.
You don't look at them all as criminals, even though they broke the crime of coming here illegally?
Oh, not at all. And not all undocumented immigrants have committed a crime. Some of them have just committed a civil offense by overstaying a visa.
That's a good point, but I was talking about the ones who did cross the border illegally.
Okay, so you don't want to remove people from the country who overstay the visa?
They, I think, should be able to have a pathway to citizenship.
If you overstay your visa?
Yeah.
Okay, so then why doesn't it just provide an incentive to get a visa and then overstay it then?
Well, because I see it differently. Like I see people who come here on what?
Well, I'm just like, that's, isn't that illegal?
On a visa, it is, but
you're okay with that?
No, I'm not okay with it. But I just think I look at it as two different things. Overstaying a visa and coming over the border illegally, I would look at them differently.
Why?
I don't know. It's just it's just how I see it.
Just because you feel like it? Either way, it's violating the law, isn't it?
It is.
So then what's the big distinction?
The visa process.
What's up?
The process of getting a visa.
The process of getting it.
They applied to get the visa and came to the country. I just look at it differently than sneaking in.
Okay, well, either way, they're coming into the country unlawfully.
Well, no, they didn't come into the country unlawfully. They just overstayed their visa, which is illegal.
Is coming into the country
yes,
undocumented.
which I do see you're saying. Which I do see you're saying, but it wasn't illegal until they overstayed it.
Exactly, but it still is illegal at that point.
Yes, I know, but
I just don't understand the distinction. They're both two different forms of illegal immigration.
Yeah, they're two different forms. You just said that.
Yeah, so why should one be legal and not the other?
Because those are the people who at least applied for a visa, and I want them to have the.
So because they've already gone through some vetting process. So your goal is to ensure the most amount of people are vetted as possible, correct?
Oh, I do not know what vetted means.
What? It means they vetting?
Do
you know what vetting is?
No, I don't.
It's the process in which we adjudicate whether or not they're allowed into the country. Right? Like
I didn't know that. That's on me.
Yeah, you have to like vet someone's history or background to ensure that they're like a good candidate for like a job, for example. Like a background check would be vetting.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I've just never heard that word.
Do you know what a background check is?
Okay, yes, I know what a background check is.
Okay, well, so more people will be incentivized to do background checks, right, if we provide a legal pathway for undocumented immigrants who have not committed a violent or serious offense.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
But, so if your goal is the most amount of people...
Talking about it has changed my opinion, and I think...
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should deport the ones who overstayed their visa, too.
Oh.
Because, well, you kept talking about how it's both a crime. So,
it technically is, but like the point that I was trying to get you to realize is that your goal is to ensure that the most amount of people should be vetted as humanly possible. That was your goal.
Wait, sorry, I was reading the comments. What's up? Say it again. Sorry.
Yeah, your goal was to prevent. I'm sorry. Your goal. Yeah, you kind of fucked me up. I can go back.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. My goal is to deport everyone who's broken.
No, your goal is to vet as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, you agree? So if your goal is to vet as many people as humanly possible, then that would mean agreeing with my process, because that ensures that the most amount of people are vetted as humanly possible. Because it actually incentivizes people who are already in the country undocumented to go through said process of a background check.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, so if you agree with me, then why do you support Trump?
Well, I just changed my opinion on that, and I'm not fully a Trump supporter. I would just vote for him over.
Yeah. So why would you still vote for Trump over Harris?
Well, I don't know if I would anymore.
No. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming up then.
All right, no problem.
Alrighty. Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter by the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Let's get this next person up here. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter by the age of 18, everybody. Alrighty, if you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Helps get it out to more people. As always, let's get this next person up here. Please, everybody, again, only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18. How old are you?
24. Do you support Trump?
I do.
And what's your birth year?
2007.
And what month?
February.
You'd be 19, sir. go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2007.
And what month?
September.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
It's mainly because since I'm from Afghanistan, and like when I came to the country, when America left the war, yeah, so back in 2021. For me, it's because Trump, if he stayed in office during 2020, if he won the elections, he would have continued the war and maybe like stopped the.
Trump is the one who set up the agreement with the Taliban to leave Afghanistan.
He did?
Yep.
Okay, but I also have other reasons.
Okay.
His war in Iran, I think it was beneficiary. It was
Can
a
you
good
name
thing.
one political concession that we've got from Iran since the beginning of the war?
What does that mean?
Can you name one thing that we've got Iran to concede on that benefits this country since the beginning of the war?
We wanted to stop them from getting nukes.
Yeah, Trump got them closer to a nuclear weapon. Did you know that?
How did he do that?
Yeah, by pulling out of the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal, that capped their level of enrichment of uranium at 3.67%.
Oh. Damn. Well, I got nothing else to say. I mean,
Okay. All right, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. What's up? How old are you?
18.
Do you support Trump?
Over Kamala.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, you'd vote for Trump, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Because I just really don't like Kamala.
Why?
Probably because she pretends to be black when she's an Indian.
She's black and Indian, sir.
Do
you think those two contradict?
I think when she was a senator, she said she was proud to be an Indian.
Yeah, she's Indian and black.
No.
Yes. So you just don't understand that biracial people exist?
No, I do. I just don't think she's biracial.
She is. So her dad's Afro-Jamaican and her mom is Indian.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Well, maybe you should look into that before you claim that she's not black.
I don't know. She just doesn't look black to me.
Okay, so are you the person who determines whether or not someone's black?
Probably not.
Okay, so then why are you going to go up at a live in front of like 9,000 people and claim that she's not black? Just because you looked at her and you were like, oh, I feel like she's not black.
Because she said she was Indian.
Because you can be Indian and black, you know that, right?
Yeah, but she didn't claim she was black before.
Yes, she did.
The election.
Yes, she did.
No.
I can show you a clip from 2019 of her claiming she's black. Do you want to see it?
No, I'm alright.
Okay, so you have cognitive dissonance, and even if I can give you evidence that you're wrong, you still won't consider it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then why do you think that's good? Why would you do that? You just are you happy to be stupid?
No, I just think it's funny.
You think it's funny for you to be stupid?
No, I just think it's funny. I don't know.
What's funny?
You.
What about me?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
If you're rage baiting, man, like I wonder why you didn't pick something that would have been better at rage baiting me.
Yeah, I was.
It's kind of just embarrassing.
I was messing around. I don't actually support Trump.
Okay. I don't know if I buy that. I feel like he did. He was just like, he looks stupid, so he kind of just biffed. So let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. What's up, how old are you?
I miss you.
I can't hear them. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Everyone keep tapping that screen. Try to get to 2 million likes if you're on TikTok. Yo, what's up, Howdy? We just hit 1 million. Thank you, everybody.
I'm 20 years old.
And do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and what's your birth year?
February 3rd, 2006.
Okay, and if the election were held today, you said you'd vote for Trump, so why do you support Trump?
I'm just very pro-life, and I just, I respect that Trump's very pro-life, and I appreciate the overturning of Roe v. Wade, which is my main reason, I would say.
So your goal is to save innocent human lives, right?
Yeah, and, like, obviously, 3 exceptions are, incest and birth of mother and, like, disabilities and stuff. Yeah, mainly, I would say I'm pro-life, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, and your goal with making abortion illegal is to save innocent human lives. Okay. So,
Yeah.
I have a question. How do you feel about the overturning of Roe versus Wade leading to more abortions happening?
I mean, I think it was something that he might have gone wrong on because obviously, like, a lot of women ended up either doing it improperly or driving over to different states to make it, because it's up to the states now. Which I think it's up to the states in general, though. So, I mean, that's what I'm mainly supportive of. Like, just in general, I think states have the right to make that decision, whether people living there have that right,
Yeah, but like you said, your goal was you want to save innocent human lives. But if more human lives, under your view, have been lost since the overturning of Roe versus Wade, what makes you think that you agree with that?
I mean, don't you think even more would be lost if Kamala was president? I mean, she would probably make it way easier for access for abortions,
That doesn't necessarily mean that there would be more abortions.
I mean, it doesn't mean there won't be either. It could go either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and since the overturning of Roe versus Wade, we've seen an increase in the amount of abortions.
I mean,
So
how much
hasn't
was
even
the increase?
decreased
I'm
the
not
amount of
sure the exact
abortions.
increase. Was it a huge increase or a small increase?
I would say it's a relatively large increase.
And why do you think that is? Do you think it's because, what's the reasoning behind that? You think?
I would say probably because that the earlier limitations on people being able to get abortions then caused people to feel like they wouldn't be able to get it later, so they were more likely to get it in the short term.
Okay, so what do you think? What do you think women are doing that need an abortion but live in a state that is not allowed? What do you think they're doing?
Like telehealth, right? Or specifically shipped in from other places.
I mean, yeah, but like, here's the thing, like, it's just more about principles as well. Like, Trump is very pro-life, and that's why I support him.
Yeah, but like
I don't think that
he didn't want to make it illegal around the entire U.S. He specifically just wanted there to be.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I think that it's just up to the states, in my opinion. But at the same time, the reason that he made that decision is because, he's pro-life, and that's why he wanted, so it's not federally legal.
Okay, but it didn't lead to any saving of innocent human lives. If I could prove to you that Donald Trump's administration would lead to less innocent human lives being saved than Kamala Harris's administration, would you then support Kamala Harris?
I mean, we don't know for a fact if she would, but I would say yeah, I guess I would.
Okay, so Trump's administration, through the use of Doge, cut USAID, which according to a Lancet study will lead to 14 million additional deaths by 2030, according to a Lancet study.
Okay, so you're pretty certain that it'd be less innocent human lives if Kamala was president? That's what
almost 100% certain, because even if you were to assume a 50% confidence interval on the study, which is extraordinarily low, you would still save millions of lives more.
So if Kamala runs again, do you think most Trump pro-lifers will vote for her?
I never said most pro-lifers would vote for her. I just said that they should. Like, they might not know of this argument. I would say most pro-lifers are not familiar with this argument.
Okay, so if she ends up being president somehow, and it ends up being more innocent lives lost, will you admit that you're wrong?
I'm just saying,
if that happens.
Because I mean, she's going to bring back USAID, which would save millions of lives. So I mean, I promise you, that's going to be in place. I'm not going to be wrong on that.
I mean,
and even if you were to not account for that, you could still make that argument as well.
Wouldn't there be more babies being aborted though? If she was president,
we don't know that.
I mean, she would likely try to return like over. I mean, she'd likely try to make it
legal abortion
federally.
access does not mean more abortions happen. Since abortion has been made legal, we've seen massive declines in the amount of abortion that's happened.
Like, okay,
And since the 70s, we've seen massive declines in the amount of abortions that happen every year. So that's when it was legal.
Okay, so you're saying there will be less babies being aborted once Kamala is president?
I'm not sure. I told you, I don't
Okay.
know. And also, like, that's a determination by the Supreme Court, so it will take a long time to codify
Yeah.
the law. We need enough votes, which we might be able to.
But you're saying as of right now, it's not looking good for what Trump's doing with abortions.
No, and I just told you that the USAID cuts will lead to 14 million people dying additionally, right, by 2030, according to a Lancet study. So given that you consider that, would you agree that if you're pro-life and you want to save innocent human lives, that's your goal, then you should support
I would
Harris
say
over
so.
Trump?
I would say I would say yes. If she 100% can do that, then I would do
Yeah,
it.
go look at that Lancet study. You're gonna be a Harris supporter immediately.
All right, I'll go check it out.
All right, I'll see ya.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Megaroni, thank you so much for the $100 over on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You as well. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate Megaroni. Good to see you as always. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you as well as Trey. Thank you for the $5. I know, right? It's crazy, isn't it? Let's get this next person up. You only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Joseph, how old are you?
31.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Election out today,
Absolutely.
Harris versus Trump. Who would you rather vote for?
Trump all the way.
Okay. Alrighty. Why do you support Trump, sir?
Because we finally have a president who's not letting our adversaries walk all over us. We find like Iran, when Obama was in office, he put that plan, he put that deal into plan with Iran, but Iran broke that deal and had about I don't have the numbers in front of me, but had a good chunk of enriched uranium in place. So they broke the deal with Iran, and I voted for the man who told Iran that if you don't stop, we're gonna send our beautiful B-2 boom boomers in, and we are going to annihilate those facilities, and he did.
Okay. And did you know that Donald Trump got Iran closer to a nuclear weapon?
Again, no, he did not. I just
Yes, he
told
did.
you. No, he
So
did not.
when he pulled out of the JCPOA, he actually led to them enriching their uranium up to 60%, which is closer to the 90%.
Which they were not following that. They were not following that plan. I just told you that.
Can I please finish? Which is over the which is closer to the 90% level required to weaponize it, and it was capped at 3.67% through the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal.
I just told you that they violated that. Iran already violated that deal, so why would we stay in a deal that Iran has already violated and continue to violate?
Wait, they didn't violate the deal before Trump pulled out of it.
Yes, they did. I suggest you stop listening to your friend. I know who you are. I've been on your little gay buddies Parker's live, so I know who you are.
Parker, I am Parker, sir.
Dean. So I've been on your little gay buddy Dean's live.
Okay.
I've schooled him multiple
What makes
times.
you think
for I
that?
know
What makes you think
him.
that we're gay?
Oh. Huh?
What makes you think that we're gay?
Because you guys are always simping for each other.
You mean we're
You
friends?
guys will not admit that you
Wait,
were
do you
wrong.
have any male
TPS.
friends? Do you have any male
just
friends?
Yes, I have multiple male friends.
So are you gay? Because you have male friends?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so what makes Dean and I gay? Because we have male friends.
Because you guys are always simping for each other.
What does that mean? We're friends? What is
But it's
simping for each
fine.
other? What does it mean to simp for
It's
each
fine,
other?
Parker, because I've seen you guys on Jubilee and get absolutely destroyed.
Wait, we can go into that in a second. But
Conservatives on
you said that Dean and I are simping for each other. What does that mean?
You always defending each other's lies.
That doesn't mean that we're gay. That doesn't.
You guys always helping each other attack Donald Trump.
That doesn't mean
I've
that we're
seen-
gay.
I've
How
seen
does that mean
yours
we're
and-
gay, sir?
I've seen
Do you
yours
know what it
and-
means to be
and-
gay? Do you know what that
I've
means?
seen yours. Yes, it is a sin.
Wait, no, it's not one. It's not a sin to be gay. And two, do you know what it means
Yes.
to be gay? What does it mean?
I
What,
suggest,
sir,
I
sir,
suggest you.
sir, can I ask you a question?
read the Bible and you listen to Charlie Kirk.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I've destroyed Charlie Kirk in a debate, and
Yeah,
I've
no,
looked
you
at the
haven't.
Bible, and I
No,
don't
you
think
have
the
not.
Bible even
No, you have
condemns
not. You
gay
have not
intercourse
destroyed
or
Charlie.
gay or gay people in
seen
general.
First of all, I just caught yourself in a lie.
Mm-hmm. What lie?
Parker. I've seen. You do know Charlie has on his YouTube channel. He has videos of him absolutely dog walking you.
Name one
in
point he
debates.
beat me
You
on.
do know that, right?
Name one point he beat me on.
Everything.
Name one.
I haven't watched those videos lately.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
can
he's
you remember?
destroyed
Can
you.
you remember any point that he beat me on?
Let's see, abortion.
Really?
You
What
guys
about
debated
abortion?
on that was the main thing you and your little buddy.
So what did he beat me on? What specific
debated him
point?
on and Charlie debate.
Yeah, what specific point
After
about
they destroyed
abortion,
you.
sir?
Because Charlie, just like me, has told you. I'm gonna tell you what Charlie has told you and your little buddy. That life begins at conception, and you guys couldn't get that through your pea brain.
I do believe life begins at conception. That was never the dispute we had on the debate, so you clearly don't know what you're talking about.
I do.
Okay, so then that wasn't a
do.
dispute in the debate.
But back.
we never disputed that in the debate, sir.
You did.
No, we
it's on
didn't.
YouTube. It's on
Yeah,
his YouTube
wait, sir. No one ever disputed that life begins at conception. Both Dean and I already agreed that life begins at conception. We just
Then why
value
do you
sentient
keep-
life. We
why
don't
do
value
you-
cellular life.
Oh, so you don't value the life of a baby? Let me
It's
ask
not a
you,
baby
Parker.
at conception,
let me,
sir.
Let me ask you, Parker. You guys believe that it's a clump of cells. That's what you always mention to Charlie in his debates. It's a clump of cells. Let me ask you.
I don't think I said that either.
Scientists have found clumps of cells on Mars. Is that life?
Again, I never said that life doesn't begin at conception. I agree life begins at conception. I never disputed that,
Answer
sir.
the question, Parker. Answer
Yeah,
the question.
Yeah, there are microorganisms, and that can be life. Bacteria is living. I agree.
So you agree that is life. That's life
Sure.
on Mars. So
Yeah.
tell me, how's that any difference to a baby in a womb?
So are you saying you value a baby in a womb as much as you do microorganisms?
How is that any different from a baby in a womb? What gives the mother
Exactly.
the right to unwrap a
Exactly.
baby?
Tell me, how is it any different? How is that any different than a zygote? Yeah, explain that question. That's actually a question for you, buddy.
It's a baby. It's a baby. It's a
Wait,
baby.
at conception, it's not. So, can you tell me the difference between a bacteria, right, a microorganism, and a zygote? That would mean
They
that
are
you
both
value one but
life.
not the other, sir?
Parker, I'm dog walking you. They are both life.
You're not dog walking me at all. Yeah, they're
They're
both
both
life.
life.
You're just owning yourself right now.
They
They're
are
both
both
life. I said, what's
important.
different?
But you believe that it's okay for a woman to end that life of that newborn baby, that newborn
No, not a
child.
newborn baby. What the fuck? No, what? I do not think it's okay to end the life of a newborn baby. What type of fucking argument is this?
You said you've read the Bible, right?
Yes, I have read the Bible.
Tell me what does God say in the Bible? Doesn't God say that I knew you before you were in your mother's womb?
That's because God is all-knowing. That has nothing to do with when life begins or when anything like that. Can you tell me the first 4 books of the New Testament?
New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Okay. Can you tell me what the book of Job is about?
I'm not a hard Bible thump. I don't read the Bible every day.
So then why are you citing the Bible to me and saying I need to read the Bible? Sir, I'm an
Because
atheist.
I actually follow
and I know what the book of Job
Bible
is about.
says.
What's up?
I actually follow what Bible says.
Really?
Life begins at conception.
Can you tell me?
have no
Can you tell me
right.
what Leviticus 25,
No one-
44 through 46 says?
No one, you or the woman, has a right to end that baby's life.
It's not a
Under
baby.
any circumstance.
And
There was
I
no
slap zygotes all the time. I love slapping zygotes. It's actually my
There
favorite
was
thing
no
to do.
circumstance where unaliving a baby.
It's not a baby. It's a zygote. It's a single cell organism. I love slapping single cell organisms.
So you're an unaliver.
Yes. Push the
You're an
galaxy.
unaliver.
I love slapping zygotes. I am the zygote slayer. Okay.
So you do know you're admitting to 6.5K people that you like to unalive. You like to be
90.
unalive.
Actually, it's 9,500 people. You have to add the 3,000 people over on YouTube as well. That I love slapping zygotes. Yes. Everybody, if you also agree with me that you love slapping zygotes, type 3 in the comment section.
You know, I
Type 3 in that comment section right now if you agree that you love slapping zygotes.
You know, I encourage you. You know, rest in peace, Charlie. You are a great American patriot. But I encourage you to debate Caitlin Bennett.
I would love to, but I don't know how to get in contact with her to debate her. I would love to. Any right-wing commentator, get them to debate me. I'd love to debate them. I'd love to debate Nick Shirley. I'd love to debate Caitlin Bennett.
Oh, Nick Shirley would absolutely destroy you on a debate.
No, he wouldn't.
Look what Nick Shirley has done for our country. He has exposed the Somalian fraud in Minnesota and California.
So, sir, did you know that there was proportionally? Sir, did you know that there's actually per capita more fraud in Florida than in California and Florida, or in California and Minnesota? Did you know that?
You do know Nick Shirley's not done exposing fraud, right? He's still traveling.
Okay, you know that he literally is only going to Democratic areas that have proportionally lower levels of fraud to create a political narrative. He's not actually led to more investigations or more people being held accountable. He's actually led to more commotion that led to innocent. He actually created more commotion that led to innocent Americans having their lives lost by being murdered by ICE agents in broad daylight.
Oh, first off, no one was unalived by ICE.
Alex Preddy? Renee Good?
Should not have brought a pew pew to a peaceful protest.
Oh, okay. So do you think that same thing about Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yes, I actually do.
You do? So would you think it's justified that the police officers shot Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yes, I do. No one will
okay. All right. If you think it was justified to shoot Kyle Rittenhouse, go for it. How about this? What about all the January 6th violent rioters?
Should bring a weapon to a protest.
Okay, so what about Ashley Babbitt? She had a knife.
She had nothing. She did not have no weapon.
Yes, she did. She had a knife.
No, she didn't. She did not.
Yes, she did. That's in the court documents, sir.
No, she did not.
It's in the court documents.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did. She had a knife.
Why are you bad-mouthing a highly respected United States airwoman?
I never bad-mouthed anyone. I just said that she had a knife.
You're bad-mouthing a veteran of the United States Air Force.
Okay. Donald Trump said that John McCain wasn't a war hero because he was captured, sir. Donald Trump dodged the draft on multiple occasions. Donald Trump called for the execution of some Democrats who were veterans simply because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. You want me to show you?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Let me guess. You're going to pull it up from your favorite left-wing talking points, you know, CNN, MSNBC.
Nope.
The little whores on The View.
Oh, okay. So you think it's okay to refer to women that way?
Well, I mean, those women on The View are not women.
You just called them quote-unquote whores, sir.
They are liars. They spread misinformation.
Wait, sir. Would it be justified for me to call Donald Trump a whore?
I really don't care.
Okay. I mean, don't you think it's fucked up for you to refer to women that way?
Well, when they are actively going on TV and spreading misinformation, spreading hate,
I mean, you just disagree with them. Hey, just because you disagree with someone politically does not justify you calling them a whore. Like, that's ridiculous. Okay, think about what you just said.
When they go on their TV show.
Wait, are you Christian, sir? Are you Christian? Are you Christian, sir?
Yes, I am a Christian.
Is that a Christian thing to do, to call women whores because they politically disagree with you?
I'm not a perfect Christian.
Yeah, but don't you want to not willfully sin? Doesn't Jesus Christ, through the usage of the Holy Spirit, get you to not want to sin?
You do know as Christians we all fall short of the glory of God.
Yeah, but you're purposefully doing it on the live stream right now and defending you doing it. You're not sitting there being repenting of your sins. You're right now justifying your sins.
And right now you are also sinning as well.
I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in sin. I think that's a nonsense idea.
It doesn't matter. You are still sinning.
How? I don't believe in it.
By judging me, you are sinning because the Bible also
says... Me judging you is not me sinning because I don't believe in sins because I'm not Christian.
Not yet ye be judged.
Sir, I'm not Christian.
The Bible
I don't
also
care
says
what your
before
Bible
you
says
can
about what I
judge
should
your
do and I
neighbor,
shouldn't do. I also
God
fornicate,
God
and I don't
also
care that
says
your
before
Bible
you
says I
judge
shouldn't do that.
that God also says before you
And
can judge your
aren't you
neighbor,
judging,
must
sir?
first
Didn't you
say,
just judge a bunch of women?
yes, I did.
Okay,
I
so
didn't say I was
then
perfect.
stop casting stones right towards individuals when you're not even willing to
Did I say I'm
literally
perfect?
criticize your own
Did I
worldview.
say I'm perfect? I'm not. I didn't say I'm perfect, sir.
I know, but stop justifying your
boy.
sin. But stop
Boy, you're not
justifying
a
your
sir.
sin.
You're not a man. You're a man. You're a boy.
Okay, so then you think 24-year-olds are boys. So then Donald Trump said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. Was he saying that he'll date a little girl?
Yes, he did.
Oh, and you
If
think
he
that's
said
totally
that.
okay?
If he said that, which he didn't.
He did say that. You want to hear the clip?
I don't need to hear it because you're gonna pull it from a left-wing news media that clips everything the president says to make him sound bad.
Well, take a listen.
Thursday night. You going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Oh, a small little clip bit, like you guys always do. You take bits and pieces of what the president says, and then make him look like the bad guy. You don't show.
I didn't make him
everything that
look
he
like the
says.
bad guy. He did that to himself, sir.
You don't show everything that the man says. You never do.
What other context do you need there? That was him saying he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. What other context do you need, sir?
Oh, okay. Oh, you want to bring this up about Trump? Okay.
Okay.
Should I bring up the
Biden?
multiple videos of your president, Sleepy Joe, groping?
I knew it. I knew he was gonna say it. You dude. What about Biden actually? Okay. What about Biden actually? Okay. We're gonna bring up Biden whenever you bring up Trump's evils actually, because I don't want to address Trump's evils. Trump's evils are too evil to address. Dozy Don, we can't address that at all. We gotta bring up Sleepy Joe actually. Okay.
I will deport you, Parker. Do you understand me? All right. I'm going to build a wall. It's going to be a big wall.
And how's
You
that
did
wall
this
been
voice
built?
right.
Wait. Why hasn't Trump built the wall?
He did build the wall.
No, he didn't. Most of the wall hasn't been built.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Also, you know that he
During his
didn't.
first presidency,
He didn't.
he
Wait.
used
Do you
his
think
own
the border? Do you
During
think the border?
During his first
Sir,
presidency, he used his own money to build a good majority of that wall.
no, he didn't. He actually made
And
less
then
than. He made less than
what happened
25%.
after-
Wait, sir. Let me explain. Let me explain. Sir, let me explain. Let me explain.
After the election was stolen.
And I'll meet you. So that's also another insane claim. So he refurbished and built less than 25% of the wall. And that's counting refurbishment, okay, in his first administration. So absolutely not. So you'd have to concede that the liberals were right about the wall, that we can secure the border without the need for a wall. Because Trump thinks the border is secure right now.
You guys can secure the border.
Trump thinks the border is secure right now, and yet there is no wall.
Why did we have a border invasion?
We didn't. And also,
We did.
wait. You think the election was stolen in 2020 because you literally believe in things with no evidence. You have TDS, sir. You have Trump devotion syndrome. You're going to believe anything Trump says just because Trump said it. You're going to follow Trump no matter what. There's nothing Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting him. For example, let me ask you a question. Is there anything Donald Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting him?
Let's see. Turn his back on our closest ally in the Middle East.
You mean on Israel?
Yes. If he did that, I'd stop supporting him.
Okay, so you got to turn his back on Israel, okay? So can I ask you a question? Do you think that he's turning his back on Israel right now by trying to get a deal done with Iran rather than literally trying to do regime change because Israel wants regime change?
No, he's trying to get a deal done because he can't use military anymore. The time for
Because
the
he's
war
failed.
powers
Because he failed. But you know that's against what
He did not
Israel
fail.
wants. But sure, whatever. I mean, let's say that. So, is there anything else Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting him? Because it just sounds like you're Israel first, not America first.
I stand with the Jewish people. Yes. Why is that a bad thing?
I stand with the Jewish people as well, and I don't stand with the state of Israel's actions. The fuck?
Okay, tell me. Do you condemn October 7th?
Yes.
Do you condemn Hamas for continuing to attack and launch missiles after missiles after missiles into Israel, unaliving is Jewish Israelis and Arab Israelis?
Yeah, I condemn Hamas for killing innocent civilians, and I
So
also
we- so
condemn the
you-
Israeli
you-
and I also condemn the Israeli government for murdering innocent civilians within Gaza. Do you condemn them?
They have not unalived innocent civilians in Gaza.
Yes, they have.
Have opened up.
Wait,
they
what?
Have opened
What do you
up-
mean they haven't unalived innocent civilians in Gaza? Yes,
You
they
do-
have. What are you
do
talking
know
about?
Before the IDF goes in to bomb boom boom anything, you know what they do?
You're
They send
gonna say
thousands of text
pamphlets.
messages. They send thousands of text messages. They drop.
That's not
they
true in all
drop thousands of
circumstances.
leaflets.
That's not no. That's not true. The leaflets in the text messages is not true in all circumstances. Plus, I just want to be very clear, right? They have killed countless innocent civilians. The number right now has over 70,000 people specifically within Gaza have been killed, and that's not counting all the people who are under the rubble that we can't even identify because 70% of the infrastructure within Gaza has been utterly destroyed.
And whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that? I think it's the fault of Israel, the IDF.
Parker, I encourage you to get a hold of Masav Youssef, because he will tell you that you are a useful idiot of Hamas.
Okay, I literally just condemned Hamas. I think you're a useful idiot to the Zionist apartheid state regime that is literally engaging in a genocide towards the Palestinian people, trying to ethnically cleanse them from the land so that they can establish a greater Israel. Let's just be very honest right here. If you want to talk about being a useful idiot, not only are you a useful idiot to Trump, but you're also a useful idiot to Israel. Because right now, you are doing exactly what they want and defending all of their interests when they're literally committing a genocide. When they're literally ethnically cleansing Palestinians, when they're literally trying to undermine the national identity of Palestinians.
How can there be a genocide when the Palestinian birth rate keeps rising every year?
What do you mean? You meant to say the population. Can I ask you a question?
No.
Do you think that China is committing a genocide against the Uyghur Muslims?
I mean, I honestly don't care.
You don't care? You don't care about a genocide happening?
The Chinese government is protecting their citizens.
Wow, dude, that's by the way, you just got a civic and election integrity.
I got a drop.
Yeah, you got a civic and election integrity violation. That's just a crazy thing to say. By the way, because the population of Uyghur Muslims has increased, yet we would still define that as a genocide. So I mean, there are countless other situations we can point to for that, and I can even give hypotheticals that will get you to concede that. I can't believe that someone would argue that just because a population increases, that means that's not a genocide. I think that's absurd. Yotsup, how old are you?
I am 18.
And do you support Trump?
At certain points I do, yes.
Like if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
I would much rather vote for Trump over Harris.
Okay, for sure. Let me thank some people, and then we can move on to our conversation. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat, as always, everybody. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Dark Moon, thank you for this one. I wasn't here yesterday, everyone, because I was busy. I was literally in D.C. filming videos, debating people in person in D.C. on July 4th. It was a crazy day. I have a lot of content I'll be posting here in the next few days about that. Pretty nuts. Trevor, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Actually crazy, isn't it? Holy crap, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. Marianne, thank you for the $10. Thank you for the Zygote Slaying. Brand, thank you for the $2. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I know, right? Trevor, thank you for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. As well as Erotica, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Fiona, thank you for the $1 as well. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, of course. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Of course, I always appreciate it. Thank you. So is Brianna, thank you for the $2. Lila, thank you so much for the $3. Thank you very much. Brianna with the $2 again. And Renelle, thank you so much for the appreciate the $10. Thank you very much for Zygote Slapping Coalition. Luke, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. Francisco, thank you so much for the appreciate the $4. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. I'll definitely make sure to think that. Think about continuing to do that. Jessica and Zach, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $30 over on PayPal. Put some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you so much, Jessica. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Put some W's for them in the comment section. Yes, I'm so happy and excited for it. As well as Justina, thank you so much for the $25. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, it would have been good, but honestly, it was so hot there that I wouldn't even have recommended it in the first place. But thank you very much. And Lawana, thank you so much for the appreciate the $2. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Catherine, thank you for the $3. And then Fiona, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, why do you support Trump?
Most of the reasons I support Trump is because the border, the fact that I think illegal immigrants are not treated as well as American citizens, and the fact that they don't get paid as much. which I think they should go through the legal process instead of coming here illegally. And I also
What was
support
your birth year
Trump on
again?
abortion. What was that?
What was your birth year again?
2007.
And what month were you born?
April 9th.
Okay, and what year did you graduate high school?
I have not graduated yet.
And yet you were born in April 2007? So you're
Yes.
19?
I was held back in...
Okay.
I was held back in kindergarten.
Alrighty. Okay, continue on then.
I support Trump on abortion over than Harris. But I do think that it should have... I don't think he should have turned it over to the states. I think he should have found a better solution, but I think it was better than what Harris did.
Okay.
By
And
doing
why?
nothing. Because Harris essentially did not want to do anything about abortion. I believe that, in my own personal belief, that abortion should be allowed when it's rape, incest, or life of the mother is at risk. And if Harris doesn't want to do anything about that, then I'd support Trump, who wants to turn it over to the states.
Okay. How do you feel about the fact that abortions have increased since the overturning of Roe versus Wade?
Well, I would obviously oppose that, but at least he has turned it over to the states.
Okay, but that's led to more abortions happening since the overturning of Roe versus Wade.
So, is that necessarily the fault of Trump, or is that? Yeah,
I'm just saying he hasn't made things better by reducing it. You have no argument to say that he's reduced the amount of abortions that have occurred. So you have no argument to say that it's made conditions better.
Well, abortions have rose over time, obviously, and they've kept on rising since the 50s.
No, they've actually decreased since the 70s, massively.
Okay. Well,
you should look at the abortion data. It's actually very, very clear that it's decreased. So I don't know where you get the number that it's increased continually.
Okay. Well, okay. That's not what I remember. But
you want me to show you? I can show you, or you can look it up yourself. I promise you. I'm not lying. I'm not misrepresenting anything.
Fine,
that's just
fine.
true.
Okay.
It's because of increased access to contraceptives.
Okay.
And sex education.
Well, I think that at least the action was better. And the fact that Harris proposed to do nothing and just keep it as is.
No, she wanted to codify Roe versus Wade into law, which, by the way, is preferable than overturning Roe versus Wade, even from your perspective.
Repeat the first thing you said.
She just wanted to codify Roe versus Wade into law.
Okay. But I'd much rather just cut taxpayer funding for elective abortions, and I think the fact that turning it over to the states does more to stop.
There is no taxpayer funding for elective abortions because of what's called the Hyde Amendment.
The Hyde Amendment, what is that?
Yeah, it prevents the use of federal funds for abortion.
Well, the other reason I support Trump is because of the border. And I do not condone the way ICE is handling it, but I do not believe that it is 100% Trump's fault.
Okay. And what do you think that Trump has done to make conditions better?
Well, by deporting illegal U.S. immigrants to their home country, which I think everyone has the right to come to America, but you should do it legally. And I think that it's not really about American citizens, but more about the people don't get paid as much as they would for if they came here illegally, and would actually get paid more and a fair livable wage.
So you think that there's going to be better wages under Republicans?
Well,
because we've actually seen the other way. You know that, right?
No, I'm saying for illegal immigrants specifically, if they came here legally, they would get paid more money.
What?
Because
okay.
it's been
Undocumented
proven
immigrants would
that they
get paid less because they have
underpaid.
less bargaining power.
What was that?
Why are people spamming your 13?
I don't know.
Chat, where are you getting it from? I looked at the pen. How do you conclude that that means he's underage? Because, I mean, we could say 2042. Maybe you could say that, but I don't know where you guys get 13.
What?
Yeah, they're calculating it based upon your pinned video because you said vote for me in reasons to vote for me in 2048.
Well, I do want to be a politician when I get out of high school. I want to go to college for political
Yeah,
science.
but if you're 35, right? In order to be able to get to that point, you would be able to meet that point in 2042, wouldn't you?
Yes, no. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a political roadmap I want to go down that would bring me to 2048. Including going through the House, Senate, and governorship.
Okay.
It makes sense. Because I don't want to be Donald Trump and just go straight to, what's it called? Just go from no political office ever to going to presidency, which is why some reasons I don't like Trump.
Okay. Alrighty. Fair enough, I guess. Alrighty. Would you like to tell me a policy of Trump's you like? Go back into that.
I like I haven't read much into it, but so far I am liking the Save America Act, and I hope it does pass, which would, to my understanding, it would require photo ID on voter, right?
Okay. Well, the thing is, we already have that in order to register to vote, so it doesn't actually provide any benefit to the security of our elections. How do you feel about Donald Trump undermining a bipartisan housing bill that would have reduced the cost of housing? Because he wants the Save America Act to be passed, when the Save America Act wouldn't provide any benefit to our country and actually would just make it harder for people to vote. Like, he wants to get rid of mail-in ballots.
Well,
for typical individuals.
Okay.
Like, that's ridiculous, right? I
So-
should be able
so
to
again,
I should be able to vote mail-in. Trump voted mail-in.
Let me be clear. I support Trump on certain things, and some things I don't. The bill that he declined to pass is not. I know what bill you're talking about. I'm sorry. I'm tired right now, but I don't agree with that. He should have passed that, and I think it's childish and very stupid for him to decline that. And I think you should have passed it. And there's other things like the Iran war. I don't agree with that. But I support Trump over Harris, especially because he lines closer with my beliefs than Harris does.
And you brought up things like abortion, but if you want to save innocent human lives, I think that Democrats do that to a greater extent. Not only did I give you a case example specifically for directly as it relates to abortion, but also we can point to the context of Donald Trump's administration through the use of Doge cutting USAID, which will lead to 14 million additional lives lost by 2030, according to a Lancet study.
Okay. So, yeah. So, Doge was created for a purpose, and that's to cut government spending, correct?
Yes.
And so, would you agree that we have...
Well, they would not cut
useless
government spending, but cut fraud, what they deemed as fraud, which tended to not be fraud.
Do you agree that America spends too much money annually?
On the military, it depends on what you're referencing.
Overall.
Not, with the level of taxation that we have, I would say yes, because we need to increase taxes on the rich.
Well, I would say that we need to decrease taxes on everyone.
I think it's insane to say that you want to decrease taxes on the rich. And the big, beautiful bill disproportionately cut taxes for the rich and wealthy and then cut the middle-class individuals and lower-income individuals off their access to food stamps, free school lunch and breakfast, along with Medicaid.
So, can you provide to me a source that will prove that he had tax cuts for the rich?
Yeah, the Congressional Budget Office, big beautiful bill.
But where does it say, like, by how much? So what's the deadline? So is it billionaires, millionaires that got taxes? People who
Most of
make
the tax breaks went to the
$800,000
top
up?
1%.
So where in the big beautiful bill does it say that we are cutting taxes by how much to the top 1%?
It has within the bill different provisions, a bunch of different provisions. The added effect is that most of the tax bill goes to the richest Americans. This is why I tell you to go to the Congressional Budget Office, because you'll see the very specifics on it, because it's a bunch of different provisions. It's not just one provision.
Okay. I do need to do my research. I want to do this like you and Dean, and I really appreciate what you guys are doing. But yeah, I think we need to cut taxes to everyone, especially small business owners. And
I don't disagree with you on that. I think that Harris had a plan to do that. $50,000 tax deductible for the first year of businesses starting out.
Okay. So that sounds amazing, because especially for me and my family, because we have a small business. It's called Little Acre Farm Stand. But if you want to go to that, but Trump, and I know Harris ran on this too, wanted to cut wanted no tax on overtime. Am I right?
That was bipartisan. The deduction for no tax on overtime and no tax on tips is actually something that was supported by both sides.
Yeah, and that's...
Wait, if you agree it's something supported by both sides, it's not unique to Trump.
Okay.
And so all the aspects of the bill that were actually applicable to income earners under $400,000 a year, right, that would have been maintained under Harris's administration. She wanted to keep all the tax cuts within the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act applicable to income earners under $400,000 a year, and only wanted to increase taxes on income earners over $400,000 a year. So your family would have got a tax cut under the Harris administration because she wanted to expand the child tax credit, because she wanted to expand the housing tax credit, reduce the cost for pharmaceutical drugs out of pocket to $2,000 a cap on pharmaceutical drugs out of pocket for a year, and $35 per month cap on insulin.
Okay.
Along with the $50,000 tax deductible for small business owners for the first year of them starting out. All of those things would have been preferable for your family. Plus the no tariffs. The tariffs specifically are harmful to small businesses.
Yes, and I understand that, and I would much rather prefer that we cut taxes and have an 8% tariff on everything, and if another country...
Tariffs are already over 8%.
Well, let me be clear.
Like across the board, they already are. Did you know that?
I did not. Is that because of Trump in general, or is that an automatic thing?
Sorry, let me clarify. What are you saying? What are you questioning? Is because of Trump?
Are you saying that tariffs are 8%?
They're over 8% because of Trump. Yes, he imposed a tariff policy because the Supreme Court took down his tariffs, which placed 10% across the board.
I think it should be at least 8%, and
they just got removed for community guidelines, meaning I have to hit a restart on the stream here on TikTok, which is a bit unfortunate. We'll be right back, everyone. I think it was just people spamming about them. By the way, there was no way of verifying that they were underage, so all the people spamming and looking things up, maybe that's what caused it. I don't know. I had no evidence to be able to verify that. But I'll be right back, everyone, here on TikTok. We're going to hit a quick restart. Click the profile picture in the top left, and then click it again, and then refresh. I should be back here in like the next, literally like 10, 15 seconds. Alrighty, let's hit a quick restart. That's unfortunate, we do. I hate having hit a restart. It's gonna kill the TikTok stream. I do have some people to thank. I'm gonna wait till we get back on YouTube. Holy shit, I just realized this. Oh my god, Alex. I'm gonna wait till people join back here on TikTok. Holy fuck. Alex, Thank you so much for the $250 over on PayPal. Alex, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Give some W's for Alex. That is seriously so kind of you. Holy shit, Alex, if you're in here, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. They said thanks for all you do. Well, thank you so much, Alex. I really appreciate it. Give some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Alex, I hope you're in here hearing me right now. Thank you so much for the $250 over on PayPal. That is so kind. Thank you so much. That is seriously nuts. Thank you. As well as Rachel, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. That is very true as well. It's like absurd. I don't know why people can say that. Let's try to get the next person up here for debates, everyone. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do for today. Maybe like 50 more minutes or so. Tomorrow I should be back to my normal times for the streams, everyone. Just letting everyone know. Tyler, thank you for the travel in the U.S. Thank you very much. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Yo, Parker, I've talked to you before.
How long ago?
Like twice. Oh, like a couple months ago, back in like, I'd say early this year.
Okay, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 18. I turned 19 this year, December 17, 2008.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Oh, Kamala Harris. I love you, Parker. I love you, and Dean. Go Dan's midterms.
W. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Let's get this next person up here. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18, everybody. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 19.
Oh, sorry. I literally just kicked them. I didn't even mean to do that. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 19.
What's your birth year? Okay, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
I'm 8.
Thank you, AJ, for the double firework. Thank you. Yo, what's up, how old are you? Okay, let's get this next person up here. Please, everybody, only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Let's get this next person up here. Please, everybody, only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? Oh. Let's go to the next individual. Please, everybody, again, only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18, everyone. How old are you?
18.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2008.
What month?
June 9th.
I'm sorry, can you just not lie to me?
I'm not.
I feel like you're lying. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way. Dude, it's so annoying when people do that because it's like really hard to tell with people sometimes. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
And do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Okay, if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, why do you support
Trump? I have
Trump?
a question for you. I just have a question.
Okay.
I've seen Dean's lives before, and he has the E. Jean Carroll jury verdict, picture. Do you think you can pull that up for me real fast?
No. Just tell me what you want to tell me.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to ask you a question about that.
Okay. Well, you can ask me a question about it. I'm not going to go pull it up for you. You can go look it up yourself if you want to look at it.
There was check marks that was saying, was she raped by Donald Trump? And it was no. And then it was sexually abused. Yes.
Yeah,
But
so
then
the
there was
reason is
one that-
because of the definition for rape in the context of New York civil court at that particular year was simply just saying that it only had to be forceful penetration of a woman's vagina against her will utilizing a male member. And we think that any forceful penetration of a woman's vagina against her will is rape. Do you agree with me on that?
I suppose.
So
But
in a
then there was
colloquial
another-
usage, it's rape. That's what the judge said. The judge said that Donald Trump, in fact, raped E. Jean Carroll. It was a unanimous decision of 9 people in a jury that determined this to be true. And even so, sexual abuse should be enough for you to say that you don't support them. That's a violent sex offense, sir.
Yeah, that is. And there was another part, though, that said, did Donald Trump touch E. Jean Carroll? And that box was left unchecked, which I was confused at when I saw
Because
it.
it was already clarified specifically by the idea that there was sexual abuse.
Oh, so since the sexual abuse was already checked, they didn't have to
Yeah,
check
it's just
the touch
unnecessary to check that as well.
part? Oh, okay. Got it. All right. It is late where I am. I just needed to ask you that question. Thank you, Parker.
Alrighty. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18.
Hello.
Good, so how old are you?
20.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
What's your birth year?
2006.
Okay, and what month were you born?
January.
Okay, and the reason why he wasn't arrested specifically for the sexual abuse is because it was in a civil court, not a criminal court, because it was beyond the statute of limitations. So regardless of the amount of evidence, if it's past 5 years, specifically in the context of a sexual abuse case in New York, you couldn't try them in a criminal case.
Was he president when he was prosecuted?
He was not.
So this was what, like 20 something?
This was like 2023 when he was held liable.
Huh. Well, I just support Trump because I feel like Democrats hate America.
Okay. Why do I hate America?
I don't know, not you specifically, but
I'm a
lot of
Democrat,
them.
so why do I hate America as a Democrat?
I said generally, like, I feel like certain Democrats give all of them a bad rep.
Can you name 3 Democrats that hate America?
Nigger.
You're disgusting. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Let's get this next person up here. And by the way, again, Alex, thank you so much again earlier for the $250 over on PayPal. That was so kind of you. Thank you so much, Alex. I want to make sure that you're in here and you hear that I thanked you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 23.
And do you support Trump?
I do.
If the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
And what's your birth year? You said what?
2003.
Okay. And how old did you say again? Sorry.
23.
Okay. And why do you support Trump?
So honestly, Parker, I'm not gonna waste your time at all, but I'm very new to this whole politics thing. So the only reason why I believe in Trump is I've always got ruled into economy. I've always believed under the Trump administration that economy has been better. But I'm open for you to prove me wrong on that. But that's the only thing I have towards supporting Trump.
Okay. Can you name any metric of the economy that's got better off since Trump got in office?
And this current presidency, I've
Yes.
seen it pretty much the same. But if we're talking about the first presidency, his first 4 years, I mean, gas was pretty low, groceries were low, meat was low, everything like that.
So you're not talking about this administration?
Trump specifically?
Yeah, this administration, can you name any aspect of the economy, any macro indicator, for example, real GDP growth, real median wage growth, unemployment, inflation, etc.?
On this current one, honestly, dude, I've been stuck on the first 4 years, to be honest. Like I said, I don't want to waste your time, bro. I'm just kind of new to this whole thing, so.
Okay. So, so you don't want to look at Trump's... So I'll just tell you, Trump's administration, everything is worse off in terms of every single one of those metrics.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, I was open to kind of being educated on that specific thing. I know you're looking for debates, which is why I was kind of opening with I don't want to waste your time. But if I was able to get acknowledged on not supporting Trump and then going forward, changing my mind to vote for Kamala, I wanted to know what the difference would be in economy versus Kamala being president and then Trump.
Yeah, so things are better off in terms of real GDP growth, real median wage growth, unemployment, inflation, etc. we had a better trend for all of those things. Trump sent us to a war with Iran, which caused gas prices to go up. That would not have happened under a Harris administration. Trump imposed tariffs that caused inflation to go up. That wouldn't have happened under a Harris administration, which would give you a lot better conditions in terms of interest rates, because with lower inflation that allows for the Federal Reserve to reduce interest rates, because their dual mandate is price stability and maximum employment, and they would want to go more towards maximum employment if it is the case that they wouldn't be sacrificing price stability.
So you're basically saying that everything that involves economy growth, like, for example, like unemployment,
basically everything is better off since
Trump,
before Trump was in office. Basically everything is better off. Is what I was saying.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I see what you're saying. I have one more thing, kind of open my eyes on this one a little bit. The whole ICE movement thing. Was this in play before Trump was in office, or was this kind of Biden too, or what? You know, how does that work specifically?
ICE has existed since like 2003.
Okay, so it's been a long-term thing, not just anything new that Trump exists.
Yeah,
like
he's
when
just
he said he
using
was
ICE
gonna
in
build
a
a
different way. He gave them more power to violate your constitutionally protected rights.
So do you think that ICE would have been as strong as they are right now if Kamala was in presidency?
I don't think that ICE would have been given powers to violate constitutional rights as much. So I would say that they'd be less powerful within that extent.
I do agree with that. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Because I do feel like they are violating a lot of constitutional rights by just snagging people off the streets and just assuming they're not citizens.
Yeah.
What is your take on? Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
What's your take on the whole Trump trying to reverse birthright citizenship?
Shot down by the Supreme Court. It was embarrassing.
So it was an embarrassing attempt by Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of anything else as to why I was a Trump supporter.
Yeah, I would say also the 14th Amendment is foundational to this country. It's one of the great things about this country.
Yeah, I did see recently that it was shut down, the whole birthright citizenship. The Supreme Court did not pass it. That's pretty much all I have, Parker. I just wanted to kind of see.
Also, if you care about those things, look up Donald Trump saying he wants to terminate all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution, because he didn't like the election results in 2020.
I got you. I appreciate your time, Parker.
Appreciate you coming up.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Tina, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Claire with the $5 as well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And Allison, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you very much. Oh, that's horrible, honestly. That's horrible. I totally agree. That's horrible. I would totally not want that. But thank you so much for letting me know, Allison. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates, everyone. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
What's your birth year?
2007.
Okay. And what month are you born?
January.
You'd be 19. Let's get this next person up here. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18, everybody. We are just looking for debates. Thank you for the hand, Ardasha. Thank you. Let's get this next person up here. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat, as always. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
And what's your birth year?
June 27, 2008.
Okay. And if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
I'd rather vote for Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
The reason I support Trump is because he's kept the country safer. He's kept illegal immigrants out of the country more. Illegal immigrants actually have been getting deported more and haven't been in the U.S. as much in his second term, and have actually gone up more than his first term. And then also he's brought down gas, of course, back down to $3 to $2 ever since the Iran thing was going on. And I mean, and also unemployment rate actually has gone down lower, so people are actually able to get jobs.
No, inflation has gone up since Trump got in office. Unemployment's gone up since Trump got in office. We had the worst year of job growth in the past 4 years. We had higher inflation since Trump's got in office, 4.2%. We've also seen lower real GDP growth, lower real median wage growth, even lower real domestic manufacturing investment. Could you tell me what aspect of the economy is better off since Trump got in office?
I see the aspect that, hold on, just elaborate on the question again. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. My head's kind of hurting. I got a head going up. Please elaborate.
Can you tell me any aspect of the economy that is better off right now than it was when Biden was in office?
Better off right now.
You just swiped out of the app.
Wait, what? Sorry.
You just swiped out of the app. I can hear you now.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I had a notification. Sorry. Shoot. Well. No, Parker, I think you got me there. I think I will admit you got me there. I probably do need to do a bit more research. I'm sorry about that. I think personally it's the legal immigrant part that I kind of support more than anything.
Okay, so Democrats still want to criminalize undocumented entry. They just want to make the legal process go quicker. And the way that Donald Trump's undermining, or the way Donald Trump specifically going after undocumented immigration is violating constitutionally protected rights for people in this country, and it's violating the rights of U.S. citizens. So what are your thoughts on that?
First off, I think rights should come first. American rights should come first. But I think we should worry about American citizens first. We should worry about America, keeping it safe away from criminals that are
You
coming
mean like
into
Trump?
the country. Gosh, bro. I swear, I'm not saying this out of disrespect, but that is the one things I hear you the most about when it comes to your debates. Not saying that out of disrespect. That's just from what I hear. Again, I respect you a lot.
I mean, if you want to protect us from criminals, I think that would include Trump, right?
Yes, that would include Trump. Yes.
Okay, so wouldn't you vote for the former prosecutor, former district attorney, former attorney general over the convicted felon?
I would say yes, but I mean, I just worry about kind of just Trump. I mean, Trump's kind of been doing his thing of keeping illegal immigrants out first. So that's kind of what I really look for mainly.
How does that benefit you?
How does that benefit me? I've had friends tell me about how they've had their experience seeing crime going on with Mexicans firsthand, actually illegal immigrants as well, and
well, why
also
specifically people who are Mexican?
Well, because illegal immigrants are more Hispanic and come from Mexico more than anything, and it's 96. I believe it's about 90%. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, nowhere near that.
Nowhere near that.
Nowhere near that. Nowhere near 90%.
Can you give me a source?
Yeah, Mexico makes up the greatest proportion, but it's not anywhere near 90%. And even so, the fact that you would try to portray Mexican immigrants specifically as violent, but not any other form of immigrants, is absurd to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Could you I want to ask this out of respect because I will go look at it personally. Could you give me a source to look at? Could you give me a source?
Yeah, for the proportion of people specifically who are Mexican that come into the country undocumented?
Yes, please. I will.
I got you.
I will look it up after.
But wouldn't this be your claim, by the way? You did make the claim originally, right?
What was the claim? Say again. Sorry.
You did make the claim originally, right?
I think I did. I think I did. I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, it looks about. Okay. Well, it does say here. Hold up. Let me try to find. It doesn't specify there. Give me 1 second. Makes up about 4.7 million approximately of the 14 million, according to CMS.
Okay. All right. Personally, I just support Trump more. That's just me, and also I've pretty much been raised around more Republican, so I'm gonna be more in that lifestyle as well. So that's just why I support Trump as well.
Okay. Alrighty. So you support Trump because of what reason? Sorry.
Because I've been raised more around Republican right-sided beliefs.
Okay.
I've
What
seen
about those beliefs do you align more with?
the putting American citizens first, making sure the secure border, and making sure people are able to get jobs, and trying to help with the inflation problem, pretty much.
Okay.
But I can
The economics. Okay, I told you how basically all of those metrics are worse off. We have
Mhm.
lower job growth, higher unemployment, higher inflation, lower real GDP growth, lower real median wage growth, lower real domestic manufacturing investment. The main thing that Trump said he was going to bring back to the country.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's kind of been more prioritizing, I would say, from what I've seen, because I don't watch I need to watch the news more often, but whenever I watch the news, I hear him more talking about the illegal immigrants more than the economic parts. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay, so given that you've heard this now, what would you say?
I would say I would do more research myself, just look into it more myself, see
Okay.
if I can learn something new, and yeah. But thank you, Parker. I really respect you. I thank you for debating with all of us.
Of course, appreciate you
you're a
coming
really
up.
nice guy. You're a really nice guy. Have a good day, man. Bless your heart, and
You as well.
yeah.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Let's go to the next individual. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Let's get this next person up here. Please, everybody, only do send a guest request. Again, if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18, everybody. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Sir, how are you? I'm 50.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, sir.
If the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump, 100%.
Okay, for sure. Give me a quick second. Let me make sure I'm completely caught up. Marianne, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $11. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. On PayPal, thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I know. I just do that. It's literally like just like a natural thing I do. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alrighty. Why do you support Trump?
Well, I will tell you why I don't support Kamala's ticket. Do you see how bad of a vice president we would have by now, with all this corruption going in Minnesota with Tim Wolf?
I'm unfamiliar with what you're going to say, but I mean, I don't think you're going to vote predicated off of vice president, are you? Are you going to vote for the presidential candidate?
I mean, you guys love to complain about gas prices, but Kamala was against even having gas at all, right?
No, she wasn't against having gas.
Wasn't she against drilling?
Nope.
Let me ask you a question, because
Did you know that there was fracking within the Inflation Reduction Act, which she was the tie-breaking vote of?
Let me ask you a question. Are you, because the Democratic Party lately, since you guys all you do is talk about Trump, let me ask you a question. Who do you have for 2028?
Oh, we have plenty of people. I like AOC the most out of all the Democrats, but we have countless really, really good candidates. Do you want me to give you examples outside of AOC?
Nobody's talking about Kamala anymore.
Well, yeah, a lot of people are talking about Kamala Harris. She actually is the leading candidate in the primaries.
I thought it
Right,
was
and
Gavin Newsom.
if you look at the primary polling, she's the leading candidate.
I thought it was Gavin Newsom.
No, Gavin Newsom's not the number one candidate in the leading in the polls.
Wasn't he?
Nope.
He's what, number 2?
No, actually, he's not. Number 2 is AOC. Number 3 is Buttigieg, and then 4 is Newsom. I think Buttigieg and Newsom are like interchangeable at that point. Or Buttigieg, Newsom, and AOC are interchangeable for those 2, 3, and 4 spot. I would say actually, but Harris in practically every single poll is number 1.
Kamala?
Yeah.
Well, you are in big trouble, because I don't think she's going to win against any of the Republicans. But let me ask you something.
What Republicans? Can you tell me? What Republicans do you guys have?
Do you align? Do you align yourself?
Wait. What? Can I let you ask questions?
Like Alexandra Ocasio.
Sir, I let you ask questions. Can I ask you a question?
Do you align with the socialists?
So no, you're not going to let me ask you a question, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so then what Republicans?
I'm sorry?
What Republicans?
Well, we have J.D. Vance, we have Marco Rubio, which both of them are doing a great job for the nation.
Who else? You only have those two?
I can think of more people, but those are the
No,
the
give me
number
them.
two.
Yeah, think of them. Go ahead.
No, I don't have to think. I'm telling you
Go
the
ahead.
number two.
Yes, you do. You
Number
do have
one
to
and
think.
number one and number two. I gave you number one and number two.
No, can you give me any other
Those are-
people? I gave you like 4, dude. Can you give me 3? Give
we
me
have,
one more.
We have DeSantis, for example.
Okay, DeSantis. Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Can you name anything that JD Vance has done? Little Marco
No,
or
you asked me a
Ron
question and
DeSantis?
I answered your question. Now, do you align yourself?
Okay, I'm sorry.
with
We're not doing 20 questions. I get to ask you at least 2 questions if you've asked me like 6 questions in a row.
I didn't ask you any questions.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yes, you did.
I asked you.
You did ask me questions. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? You did. Wait. I'm gonna kick you if you don't. Hey, you have 15 seconds to acknowledge that you did say that before I kick you.
afraid to say that you guys are.
You have 15 seconds to acknowledge that you did just say that before I kick you. If you don't acknowledge it, I will kick you.
Acknowledge what?
That you did just say that.
What? What did I say?
What were we just talking about, sir?
I was asking you if you guys align yourself.
No, what was
with
I?
the socialist
You said you didn't
Communist
ask me any
Party.
questions. You said you didn't ask me any questions. I said yes, you did. Did you
did
agree
ask
that
you,
you did
but
ask
not
me
six-
questions? Many questions.
Not 6 questions.
Okay? You asked me many, right?
We've
Several.
been here for 1 minute.
No, we haven't. You've been on the live stream.
Yeah.
Why are you lying?
6 questions.
You've been on the live
Come on,
stream for
bro.
5 minutes.
You love to debate 18 years old because you don't know.
Sir, I just wanted to ask one more question. If you're unwilling, then I'm
Okay,
going to
go
kick
ahead.
you and go to
Ask-
the next
ask-
person.
ask me a
If you want to debate me,
Ask
if you
me
want to
another
debate me, sir, if you want to debate me, then
Ask me a
please
question.
answer the questions.
Ask me a question. Go ahead.
Name anything JD Vance, Little Marco, or Ron DeSantis has done that you like.
They're doing great job. For example, now J.D. Vance is in charge of corruption, and he is going and pursuing all the corruption. For example, the one that is doing in Minnesota, the ones you guys doing in California. So he's exposing and he's going to the bottom of why Democrats, right, are basically mishandling a lot of money. And when it comes to Marco Rubio, he's doing a great job with the international and representing the country very well. You name it, on the Iraq war, with the Cuban conflict, with the how do you call it, Venezuela. He's doing a great job internationally. He's representing the country very well.
So all you
Now,
just said is that they were representing the country. Didn't tell me specifically like what they did. And you are right. JD Vance is in charge of corruption. Although I would argue that Trump engages in it a bit more.
How?
How? For example, he's made most of his money while president. He went from $2.3 billion of wealth in 2024 to $6.5 billion of wealth in 2026. He has literally dropped a meme coin and rug pulled it.
Yeah, the company is being run by his kids. He's in a trust, very well.
You mean
So
you
he
mean the
has
meme
nothing
coin that he dropped?
He has nothing to do with that.
He has nothing to do with the meme coin they dropped.
Not at the current moment. He's doing.
Yes, he
what
did.
he's
He
doing
did
the
have to
job
do
for
with
the
those
country.
things. You're just lying.
Now, let me ask you, since you like
You're just lying,
Alexandra
by the way.
Ocasio so much, I'm guessing you align with being a socialist and United States to become a socialist communist country.
No, I'm not a socialist or a communist.
So how do you align with Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez then?
Because I believe she's advocating for social democratic or liberal policies.
Oh, okay. So that's a socialist. You just said it, right? Socialist.
No, I said social democratic or liberal policies. So social democratic is not socialist. Those are two separate things.
You want to turn the United States into a socialist country.
I just said multiple times, no, I don't. Can you define socialism, sir?
Well, that's what Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez wants. Who is
Sir,
her mentor?
can you define socialism?
Well, you're talking to a Cuban, so I come from all that lie, the socialism, and communism is the best for everybody. But guess what?
And can
name
you define
one?
socialism?
Can you name a socialist country that have work?
I never said I'm a socialist. Can you define socialism?
So why are you asking me if you're not a socialist?
Because you used the term and said that I was advocating for the country to be socialist. So I just simply asked you, what do you mean by the term socialist?
But that is what the Democrats want to take America.
Wrong. What is socialism?
What do you mean wrong?
You don't know. You don't know what it is. So what is socialism? Very simple question.
You just said that your number one is Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, who is a socialist.
Wait. This is a lot of words for you don't know the answer. You could just say that you don't know.
Socialism doesn't work.
So tell me, what is socialism? Define it.
Capitalism work, not socialism.
I understand. Now, what is socialism?
I mean, you guys make up things how in every turn, but if you look at the past, socialism has never worked.
Yeah. So tell me, what is it?
Communism has never worked.
What is socialism? Do you know?
What it is to you to have a bunch of social programs?
Dude, no. I'm asking you what it means. You just called me a socialist. You said I'm advocating for a socialist country. So I'm asking you, what do you mean by socialism?
I'm asking you because you said Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez will be
I understand, but I'm waiting for a definition. What is socialism?
Why do you want me to bring you a definition?
You called me a socialist, so tell me, what is socialism? Think of the galaxy.
Because you said that you align with Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah, that does not mean she's not advocating for socialist policies. She's advocating for social democratic or liberal policies, which, by the way, is capitalism with social safety nets and regulations.
Okay, so define a socialist, a liberal country. How is that going to work?
Liberalism is with capitalism with social safety nets and regulations.
No. Socialist.
So you want me to define the term I've been asking you to define?
I want you to tell me. How is that going to work?
No, can you just answer?
I didn't ask you for no definition.
Hey, buddy.
I asked you for an example.
I'm not going to keep begging you. You either answer my question right now, or I'm going to kick you. Okay?
Okay. Let's say.
What is No, listen. Nope. I'll just mute you. I'll mute you. What is socialism?
I don't know. You told me.
All right, thank you very much. So don't call me a socialist and say I'm advocating for a socialist country repeatedly after I tell you I'm not a socialist when you don't even know what socialism is, sir. You don't, sir. You don't know what socialism is. How could you call me a socialist?
I'm telling you, you want a socialist, liberal country, right? So
no. Stop. Here, let me just explain to you. Socialism is when the workers control the means of production. Okay. That's what socialism is. Okay. I'm not a socialist. I believe in capitalism with social safety nets and regulations. Okay?
Well,
that's what liberalism is.
That's what we got right now.
Yes.
That's what
I want a more liberalized system than what we have right now because I want things like universal health care, child care, housing affordability, basic necessities applied for people, right? So that no one is going to lack the necessities to live.
So you want free health care?
Yes.
Basically. All right, that's a very socialist.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
That only happened in socialist countries.
Really? Canada's socialist?
Well, I mean, maybe not for you, but
wait. So
yes,
the UK is socialist, Australia is socialist, Sweden is socialist, Finland's socialist. Is that what you're arguing?
Can those countries compete with the United States?
Sir, is that what you're arguing? Are you arguing all those other countries are socialist?
What I'm saying is that once you start asking for socialism...
Okay, this guy, doesn't engage with me, okay? Hey, dude, I'm going to mute you every time you don't engage with the topic that I'm asking you about, okay? So, can you please answer the question, do you think all of those countries are socialist?
Yes, they have a lot of social...
They're not socialist. All of those countries are liberal democracies. They have capitalism with social safety nets and regulations. They are not socialist systems. Socialism is when the workers control the means of production. In none of those countries do the workers control the means of production. Okay?
Well, that's your opinion.
No, that's the facts.
Okay. How many millionaires do they have over there?
I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
If you,
It's
I
just
can tell
very
you
hard.
proportionally per
It
capita,
is very
there's actually a
hard.
higher. Did you know proportionally per capita, there's a
It's very
higher.
hard to become.
I'll just mute you. Actually, proportionally per capita, there's a higher amount of billionaires per capita in Sweden than there is here in the United States. It's just the billionaires. It is true. It is true.
Because I know
You
where
you
you're
were
going
calling
with
me a socialist. I proved you wrong.
Alec. No, you didn't prove me wrong.
I did prove you wrong.
You are supporting Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez,
Who is not advocating for socialism.
That's
She's
what she
advocating
says.
for social democratic policies.
Mandami,
Social democratic
Alexandra,
policies.
Bernie Sanders.
Social
they
democratic
all-
policies.
Yeah, exactly. They all socialists.
That's not socialism. That's liberalism.
Okay. When you start asking for equality and all those things that these people ask, you become a socialist.
No, advocating for more equality within our systems does not mean you're a socialist.
Okay. So how about Iran, for example? You want to talk about Iran a little bit?
No. I'm going to thank some people, and then we're going to have a conversation about what we were already talking about. Tammy, thank you so much for the $50 over on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For Parker, just wanted to let you know that I missed you not going live yesterday, and my count you've changed 3 to 4 minds today. Another 2 or 3 who asked for clarification regarding Trump's corruption and BS. They trust your info. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you very much. Yeah, it was very sad not being able to go live. It felt so weird as usual. Dalen, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. I dislike him. Lovey, thank you so much for the $1. You didn't at all. Don't worry. I didn't take it that way. As well as Marianne, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that would be a bit crazy, huh? Thank you so much, Marianne. And Allison, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It is very upsetting, isn't it? But thank you very much. Alrighty. Now you can continue. What was the... we already talked about how you think I'm a socialist. I proved you wrong on that. You didn't even know what socialism was, so that was really funny.
I didn't say you were a socialist. I say you support a socialist.
Okay, I mean, if you want to call her a democratic socialist, the way that she uses the term, you can, but she's advocating for social democratic policies.
And you think America is going to fail for that?
Fall for that? I think
the
that
American people
AOC is advocating... Hey, by the way, earlier you did verbatim call me a socialist.
You think American people are going to elect socialism over capitalism?
Can you tell me why Mom Donnie got elected?
Because he's in New York, very liberal state.
Liberal, not socialist.
Well, they are very liberal. There's a lot of people that really don't know what socialism can do, and they elected him. But now
Do you think liberals are socialists?
You just said it. You said you
I'm
guys are
asking you.
socialist liberals.
That's not what I said. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. I say social democracy. That's what I said.
No, you said social liberals.
No, I didn't. I said social democracy.
No, the democracy, that now is when you say it.
I said social democracy, and then I said that is liberalism.
Okay, whatever.
That's what I said repeatedly over and over again.
Okay. Now, do you think Mandani is doing a great job in New York so far?
Why are we pivoting to a million different things? Yes, I do think he is. Now, how about this? You said Trump is upholding law and order.
Yes.
Why did he prevent the release of the Epstein files?
He signed for the release of the Epstein files.
Yeah, he's legally obligated to release all of them, and he's purposely prevented the release of all of them. Why? How? He specifically has instructed Todd Blanche to not release all the files, which Todd Blanche has indicated he's not going to release all the files, which is the second person in that position after, again, Pam Bondi. And we can also point to the fact that he called it a hoax, and said that anyone who wanted the release of them in the very first place never supported him in the first place.
There was a question in there?
What? No.
You're just making a statement.
That was a statement, sir. Yes.
Okay, so he did sign for the files to be released. He did release 2 million something
Yeah, and he was legally obligated to release all of it.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
did.
He did half of his homework assignment. That's a fail.
Also, Pam Bondi told the victims or the survivors, if anybody wants to point a finger at anybody, my doors are open. Nothing happened. I didn't see any survivors going over there and pointing the fingers, for example,
They
at
did.
Donald Trump.
They did. They said that they're not getting justice because the Trump administration's preventing the release of the files. You're wrong.
How? How is he preventing it? Yeah.
Yeah, he prevented the release of the files like I told you earlier. He specifically instructed Todd Blanche to prevent the release of the files, right? Again, after Pam Bondi was...
That is
Okay.
not accurate.
Okay. Hey, if you ever going to ask me a question, you've got to shut the fuck up, okay? Okay, he called the Epstein files a hoax and said that anyone who wanted to release the Epstein files in the very first place never even supported him. Okay? He called Marjorie Taylor Greene a traitor because she wanted the release of the Epstein files. Right? He called and primaried Thomas Massey simply for wanting the release of the Epstein files, said that he was the worst congressional member in the history of our country, simply just because he wanted the release of the Epstein files. Okay? So there's countless things I can point to that demonstrate that Donald Trump has purposefully prevented the release of the Epstein files, even though he's legally obligated to release all of the policies. I mean, all the files, sorry.
My turn? It's my turn now?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have any proof at all on the fact that he instructed Tom Blanche on not releasing the file. That is something that you just came out of your head. On the other hand, the Department of Justice gave access to all the Congress people and all the Senate people to come and look at anything that they want in order for them to be able to release. Now, when it comes to Thomas Massey, he's just been playing politics with it. He just said recently, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna name names. How come he hasn't done it? He just has a few months. What is holding him to go up there and go to the Department of Justice and look and then come out and say, I'm accusing this and that? What is holding him?
Okay, so one, he could be using that for negotiation power. Also, he's already talked about a lot of the names, and him and Ro Khanna have gone in front of Congress and literally set out a.
For negotiations.
Am I able to finish speaking, or do you just want to like?
No, he's using survivors.
Okay, I'm just gonna kick you. Go fuck yourself. Yo, it's Val to you? How old are you? Okay, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request. Again, if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18, we are just looking for debates. Yo, it's how old are you?
Yo, I'm 19.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Okay, if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Well, I mean, we're in 2026, so yeah, Trump.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me think someone we can go into our conversation. Road, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you very much on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I think that's so absurd. It's so absurd. Alrighty. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Well, I mean, so first of all, can I ask you this question? Do you know who Bryce Crawford is?
Yes.
Do you like him?
I mean, I think he's better than a lot of other people, but I mean, I disagree with a lot of his views. I'd love to have a conversation and debate him. I know he is like right leaning, so I'd love to debate him not only on politics but also his religious views.
So what would be your topics of debate with him?
Christianity, why he thinks that being gay is wrong, why he supports Trump.
So being
probably
gay
would go into
wrong.
abortion.
So why do you think being gay is not wrong?
There's nothing to indicate that it's wrong. Do you have any argument to say that being gay is wrong?
I mean, we were born man and woman, Adam and Eve.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
There was no other gender. So
Okay.
why the fuck would a person with a dick say he's a fucking woman?
What?
When
I don't think you know what being gay is. Being gay means you have an attraction towards the same gender. Now, you said Adam and
don't-
Eve makes being gay wrong. Okay, can I ask you a question?
Bro,
How
a
did
man and man
can I
can have
please
a
ask you a
fucking
question,
kid.
sir? Can I ask you a
Yeah,
question?
sure.
How did Adam and Eve's children have children?
You're 24 years old with a Mario shirt. I can't take this nigga serious, dog.
You just used a slur. So, by the way, that's something that Jesus would definitely hate. That's definitely something that Jesus would not like that you did. Okay, what a fucking disgusting person. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18.
Sorry, I
Yo,
clicked
what's
the
up?
wrong
How old are you?
button. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button.
You're good, you're good. Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Alrighty, let's get this next person up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2007.
Okay. And what month were you born?
February.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Because he's a neo-libertarian phalangus.
Okay, let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you? How old are you?
Yo, can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't expect to get on. I'm 23 years old. Sorry.
And do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do. I don't align on pretty like every one of his values, but if I had to choose Trump or Harris, I would choose Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
I think there's a lot of reasons. Like I said, I just can't get past a lot of things he does. I don't approve of his character, but just I know a lot of things about the country I just like. I think that the overall quality of life is just better. I mean, unemployment hasn't really changed since Trump's second term, and it went a little up with Biden's term. Let's see what else. Inflation was like really, really high with Biden's term. And, you know, I just would also support him on things like abortion and, yeah, anyways. What are your thoughts?
Can you name one macro indicator within the economy? For example, real GDP growth, real median wage growth, unemployment, inflation, that's got better off since the end of Biden's administration?
Sure, well, hold on. I'm gonna get to my computer too so I can make sure I'm not telling you false information. Sorry, I just want to apologize for all the really dumb idiots who come on here. I don't want to waste your time, and I definitely don't want to waste mine. So, I know that I saw a graph somewhere that said inflation has gone down since Biden's term.
Nope. Inflation has gone up. It's at 4.2% currently. It was 2.9% the end of Biden's administration.
I'm looking at tradingeconomics.com, and from when Biden took over 2020ish, and I know that like COVID really screws everything up with like numbers and everything. I don't really understand what effect that would have, but it was at like between 4.2% and like 4.5%, so like 4 to 9% for almost all of Biden's presidency, and it's been sitting between like 3 to like 4.5% over the last 2 years. It actually is right now. Like this website says that at this current moment, it's the highest it has been under Trump's presidency, but it's still right now, according to this website, Trade and Economics, lower than any point.
Yeah, go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay, my information is directly from the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Okay, give me a second, I'm looking it up. Okay.
Give him a second to find that information real quick. We are just looking for debates. Everyone, just give him a second.
Sorry, I do have other things that I can talk about other than this, and I'm just sorry.
You can find that real quick. I have someone to thank real quick. Brian, thank you
Okay.
for the $1. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to do that. Well, thank you very much. As well as Ashley, thank you so much for the $50 over on Venmo. Thank you so much from the DNC, commending me for my patience. Thank you so much for the last guest. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate Ashley. Can we get some W's for Ashley in the comment section right now? Thank you very much. Been working on the patience for a long time. Still a work in progress as always. Alrighty. Did you see it at all?
I don't really know or look. I do trust you, and I know that it is.
You can just find it on the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It's very what's up?
I'm on Consumer Price Index. I don't know if this is the right page.
Yeah, you should be there. You should be able to find it, or you can find it from the new economic reports that dropped on the Bureau of Labor Statistics. You should be able to find it very quickly.
Oh, so okay. I found this is one chart. It says just a 12-month change. So I guess it doesn't take into account Biden's administration, but it just has it says 4.2% inflation now, and it's a really high on energy inflation, which of course we understood that with oil and everything. So
yeah, because of Trump's war with Iran that he started.
Right. And here, I'll be real with you. I would vote Trump, but I'm not I do not support him on everything, and that's one of the things I just don't support him on. So I guess I do see eye to eye there, but I do want to debate with you actually on some things. So there are a lot of things that I just question me and make me not want to vote for Kamala or the left side. Like I said, I'm by my computer now, so I can give you more information. Well, one of the things is homelessness. I see that homelessness is gone really up in Biden's administration, where it kind of really stayed the same over Trump's administration. And I don't know. I think when people on the left have a lot to say about ICE and things like that, I understand. I really do understand the nature of what they've been doing, and I don't really agree with how they are going about their business. But I think a lot of Democrats don't understand just the number of people that Obama deported over his years of presidency. On average, was 300,000 more people than Trump averaged. So I mean,
not on a yearly basis. Not on a yearly basis. And even so, and even so,
sure.
Hold up. You were saying?
No, I was just on the Office of Homeland Security Statistics. It says Obama, and there's also a difference between removals and returns, which I think is just forcibly or just not forcibly, if I'm not mistaken. But Obama has sent out far more people than Trump has.
Yeah, you're comparing more years to less years.
Yeah, it's not just, it's on average too. Yeah, it's average of Obama's 8 years. So Obama in 8 years sent out almost 6 million people, according to this website, and Trump in 4 years, his first term.
Yeah, you're comparing his first term to Obama.
Sure. Well, I mean,
this administration is different. Also, the issue isn't just the amount of people that were removed from the country. The issue is the process in which they're doing so. They're violating due process to a greater extent. That's why people have a greater issue with this.
Sure. And I understand where you come from, and I would slightly tend to align with you in the nature, but I still just don't agree with this idea that Trump is this person who is completely different from Obama, and they both sent out loads and loads of illegal immigrants. Anyways,
yeah, I mean that would just be one issue, and also I gave you the distinction: due process usage. Trump has allowed for ICE to racially profile people. Trump has allowed for ICE to use administrative warrants rather than judicial warrants to search and seize people's properties, which surpasses the judicial side. We can point to countless things that he's done specifically to undermine due process rights in the country.
Sure. I hear you. Yeah, well, I guess I understand that. We can go to another topic. I guess we can just go one by one. I also would tend to align with Trump on the topic of abortion, and I guess we can get into that detail here. This is where I
Okay.
stand a little bit more firmly. I am a Christian, and I guess when I say that, I just want to say I hope that just for everyone, that they can judge Christianity and judge Jesus Christ for who he says he is, and not some of his followers who are not true Jesus followers, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Can you name one
Anyway.
Christian value that Donald Trump has not undermined?
Say that again.
Can you name one Christian value that Donald Trump has not undermined?
Well, excuse me. I did not mean that Trump. Sorry. What I mean by saying I'm a Christian is I actually wanted to say that my value on abortion actually does not mix with my actually does not come from my Christian belief in my mind. And I know that sure, that's easy to say, that's hearsay, but what I mean by that is a lot of Christian believers say oh, it's a life and it's that and that and this. Here's my stance is obviously I struggle with the idea of okay, what's actually in the woman? What is it a human? Is it is it cells? Is it obviously at the beginning it's sperm and eggs. At that point, that's we can get to night one, where it started. It's that sperm and egg. It's not a human, right? But where I kind of struggle with the topic of abortion is, ironically enough, is coming from a Bill Burr comedy show, is where he said when you're baking a cake, if you take the cake out of the oven and throw it on the ground and you destroy the cake, you aren't destroying the cake, but you're destroying what was going to be a cake. That makes sense. And in the same line of thinking, when I think of the topic of abortion, I just think of, okay, you may not be destroying what looks like a human to you and me, but you are taking away, it will be a person. We can all agree that will be a life. And so just the same as if I'm 23 years old. If someone killed me
Would it be
today,
justified for someone to throw out a cake that they wanted to make? They put it in the oven. Would it be justified for them to throw it in the trash?
Sure, I hear you. And would
Okay.
you?
If
Sorry.
someone else terminated your pregnancy, we'd consider it wrong. That's against your consent. So, if you were to take that cake and throw it in the trash, that's why I don't understand why people use this hypothetical. Because if you were to literally just take your own cake that you were making and then throw it in the trash, you wouldn't care, right? But let's just be very clear. We don't value a zygote the same as we do a baby.
Sure, and I understand that. And but I'm sorry, I didn't understand your last question, but I can also talk a little bit more. I guess my point is to reinforce is I understand that I'm fully aware of what's in the mother's stomach for the majority of the pregnancy does not look, resemble, or even it can't survive outside the womb. It's just a fact, right? But I really struggle with the notion of that if you are ending a pregnancy, terminating a pregnancy with an abortion, that is.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Sure. Yeah.
Where in the human body does conception occur?
Where in the human body?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure, to be honest. I don't want to give a wrong answer since I don't know.
You did just say the stomach. You know that the baby
sorry?
doesn't sit with the stomach acid, right?
Sure. I'm sorry.
The uterus is where the pregnancy occurs.
I misspoke. I'm sorry, but
that's okay.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought now. My point is for instance, what I was trying to say earlier is I'm 23 years old right now. If someone were to kill me, that would essentially take away my opportunity to live from the year 23 on until however long I would die. And in the same sense, in my mind, if someone terminates a pregnancy and ends a pregnancy, that is essentially in my eyes taking away that whatever you can call it whatever you want, zygote thing, that future humans opportunity to live a life. And so I don't know, that's where I come from. That's kind of what I meant by that's my position where I just still see that thing, whatever you call it, has a future, and it's taking away the life. And so I don't know. I do stand pretty firmly on this point, I guess. What are your
Okay.
thoughts?
Do you think it's wrong to use IVF, in vitro fertilization? Because within the process of IVF, they can discard multiple zygotes and embryos as a part of the process.
Can you enlighten me on what IVF is? I'm enlightened to
In
what it is
vitro
completely.
fertilization, the process that people will use specifically when they need help, for example, getting pregnant.
Sorry, say that again. I'm sorry.
IVF, in vitro fertilization, it's a process that people will use to help to get pregnant if they need help.
To help to get pregnant.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just not really aware with that.
Okay, maybe
but,
you should just look into these things. Look up IVF and IUDs. Those are two things specifically that you would have to say entail murder in order to hold your view. You're welcome to come up on a different day whenever you do that, because I am kind of near the end of my stream at this point.
Well, can we just? I guess I'd love to come on another day. Can we just talk about one last thing before I can hop off?
Go ahead.
I would also just want to talk about pardons. I know that's like been a hot topic, especially like with both presidents. Again, I want you to hear me when I say I do not believe Trump is a perfect person, nor is he a perfect president. I have never said that, but and so like with the whole pardoning and the January 6th thing, I understand that that's an issue, and I'm still kind of drawing my own conclusion on that. But I want to talk about Joe Biden and his pardon with his son, because I like that also just raises some question marks for me. To where like I'll be real with you. I lean actually pretty left on the whole gun debate, right? Like with gun control, I actually lean left on that. And so that's why I actually have a hiccup with this kind of Hunter Biden, Joe Biden thing, because Hunter Biden, to my knowledge, was like trying to purchase a firearm when he was had a history of using drugs, like a drug history. And so like in my mind, in this country, like nobody with a drug history should be able to own a gun. Like it's just so simple.
You disagree with the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court actually said that what Hunter Biden did isn't illegal anymore.
Right. I mean, in my mind, I don't agree. In my mind, I just think that anybody with a history of drug use just should not own a weapon.
So like for example, if I hit the M drug, specifically the elevation substance, the great thing that's legal in many states, should I be barred from being able to get a gun? If I drink alcohol, should I be barred from getting a gun?
I think there's a difference. I think there's a difference between like amount of use. I don't know. To be honest, I do vote for Trump, but I lean very far left on guns. That actually like brings my point where I like don't agree with what Hunter Biden did and what Joe Biden did. I mean, like he lied on a federal document, and he like also had the tax problem as well.
But it's not even illegal anymore. So, and so did Trump. Trump falsified business records in the first degree, which is a Class C felony in the state of New York. Isn't that worse than what Hunter Biden did?
I mean, I'll just say I'm kind of. I didn't expect you to have such a stance here that supports gun rights. I mean, this is weird. I'm a Republican, and I'm.
Hey, dude, I'm pro the Second Amendment. I just believe that we need necessary regulations in order to make things safe. In the same way that we need regulations on cars to make things safe.
The way you just worded that is exactly what I'm thinking, and in my opinion, the way to make dealing with guns safe is if there's any history in anybody's life of.
Wait, let me just be clear. We can't make it safe, but we can make it safer. Is the point that I would make? Like in the same way that like cars, us driving cars, inevitably it won't ever be fully safe, but we can reduce mortality rates associated with driving vehicles by engaging in certain types of regulations, safety regulations. And I think the same thing can happen specifically when it comes to getting access to guns. Now, would I be okay with an extra background check or specifically like mental health checkup specifically for individuals who have been dealing with addiction historically? Sure. I mean, I actually don't really have a problem with that specifically in like hyper-specific circumstances depending on the situation. But like, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a whole separate argument and way further than where we are even right now. I just don't think that you're going to be able to get a law like that passed, especially because of the fact that the current administration is not even having conversations about that at all.
Yeah. I guess I just am confused as to, I agree with like exactly how you worded it. I know we can't make everything completely safe, whether that be guns or cars, but we can make it safer. In my mind, putting a hold on people who have a history of inappropriate drug usage to buy guns, to allow them to not own a firearm, in my mind is the perfect way to make that safer, you know?
Okay, well, I mean, even so, let's say that you think that. I mean, I don't really have much of an issue with establishing that. I used to argue that like it was wrong for Joe Biden to pardon Hunter, but now that it's legal as defined by the Supreme Court, I don't think it was wrong. That's kind of my point. How about
Alright.
this? Do you think a violent sex offender should be prevented from getting access to a gun?
I would say, yeah. I would say, yeah.
Okay. So, do you think a violent sex offender should be prevented from getting access to nuclear weapons?
Hey,
Because I think it'd be pretty absurd to say that a violent sex offender shouldn't be able to get access to a gun, but they should be able to get access to the nuclear codes. I think that's pretty nuts, right?
I hear you. I hear you. I really want people to understand this. I have never said Trump is a perfect person, and I think that's where I think we can.
Wait,
end
but
this
let's
debate.
pause that for a second. Like, obviously, the answer is like, no, I would not be okay with a
Yeah.
violent sex offender getting access to nukes.
Right,
And if
correct.
that's the answer, then how could you support Trump for president? Because him being president would then mean he has access to the nukes. So you'd have to say, if you want to vote
Exactly.
for him, that you'd vote for a violent sex offender to get access to nukes.
I think I can put a bow on this pretty neatly in that I think, from Democrats' point of view, or I don't want to assume anybody's view, but I think Democrats maybe just vote for like. I shouldn't speak for others. I should speak for myself. I'm not voting for who I think is the best moral character or the best person for president. I'm just voting who I think will make the country a better place for at least 4 years. And so that's where I trust me. I think that Kamala is a better moral person than Trump any day of the year, any week, you name it. But I just, overall, the life of the country, the well-being of the middle-class American is better under Trump.
It's just not. Like, can you name one metric of the economy that's better off right now than it was the end of Biden's administration?
The median household income skyrocketed under Trump's first term, and it really just stayed the same under Biden's term.
Real median wages have grown at a lower rate under Trump's administration compared to the Biden-Harris administration.
So I'm on Fred St. Louis right now. This is a website.
Yeah, you
It
look up
went
real
from-
median wages, and if you calculate the change, specifically in real median wages, comparing the last year and a half under Biden's administration to the first year and a half under Trump's administration, you see barely any growth, less than 1% growth of real median wages under Trump's administration so far, after seeing multiple percentage points growth of real median wage growth under the Biden-Harris administration.
Well, what I do see on this is that it went from 81,000 to just 83,000 under Biden, so it went up just $2,000. But under Trump's first term, it went up.
Are you calculating the very end of COVID, where it was artificially higher in terms of the median household income because of the fact that we were giving unemployment insurance to people that was above the level of wages that people typically get to then incentivize them not to work? Yeah, you're citing that. Do
Well,
you
I
realize
don't know
how
how-
dishonest that would be?
Okay. Anyways, I think now we've come to the point where we can just say we disagree and.
Wait, hold up though. Come on.
Sorry.
Like you have to
sorry.
you have to consider that, and also like, in terms of real median wages, I looked at the end of the Biden-Harris administration. I'm not
Sure.
considering the first beginning point of the administration because like you guys wouldn't let me do that for job growth, because the job growth was nuts. The beginning of Biden's administration, but no one would let me cite that. Why? Because it was a COVID rebound, and I agree. But if you aren't willing to let me cite that for job growth numbers and say, oh, Joe Biden's responsible for over 15 million new jobs, well, then you can't say specifically, oh, inflation 9.1%. You can't say real median household income didn't actually go up as much as what we would have seen otherwise if you look at the entirety of the administration. Why? Because that would have been impacted directly by COVID, right? The pandemic.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't
and-
cite that as relevant information. That's why I look at the end of Biden's administration.
Yeah, and I hear you. I hear you, and I understand that like when like switching terms and especially with COVID, that makes the numbers pretty messy. And so I know it's not as easy as ABC, and I do hear you there. I understand you. Um, um, well, I'd love to come back to you on it and do it another time. I don't want to take too much of your time. I
All right, well, I
appreciate
appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you. Before I do go, you said you're from Iowa, right?
Yeah.
I'm also from Iowa. Where about you from?
I grew up in the QC.
Oh, cool. I'm from Cedar Falls, Brother area.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Anyways,
well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks. Nice to meet you. I will for sure come back on again sometime in the future.
You're welcome. You're welcome. See you then.
All right, talk to you later.
Alrighty. I'm gonna get off for tonight, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming up tonight. Tomorrow, I will be back to normal times, everyone. I was not live yesterday, and I was live a lot later today because I was in Washington, D.C. debating Trump supporters for July 4th. I got a lot of content coming out here very soon. It was really, really hot yesterday. It was like over 100 degrees. It was super humid. I literally felt like I was in hell. Like, actually. I was actually in hell, okay? That's what it felt like. So it was brutal. It was brutal. But yeah, have a fantastic night for everyone. Content is coming out soon. I actually didn't even stay for the fireworks because it was way too late. And also, like, bro, I'm not staying for that. I'm not staying to watch Trump speak and watch the fireworks. It was so late. And I'm like, fuck that. I went there just to debate the Trump supporters. That was it. Alrighty, everyone. Have a fantastic night, everyone. Oh, I also got to interview like some people who were like liberals who were like protesting and were like showing a picture of Trump and Epstein. So I hope I can get all of that. So I'm actually kind of curious to see what that will look like after. But yeah, have a fantastic night, everyone. I'll see everyone tomorrow, and good night, everyone.